5, 4.
Clap.
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to do it too. I'm sorry.
Cheers.
Cheers, yeah. What? Yeah, I told you to get a straw.
Cheers.
God, see, look at my...
Cheers.
Yeah, I need a straw. Cheers. Okay, oh gosh.
All right, Karen.
Sup?
What's this podcast called?
Shit.
Yes. Yay!
Oh shit! Welcome to episode 1 of Oh
Welcome
Shit.
to
I'm
Oh
the
Shit.
fucking worst. No, I legit totally forgot.
It's called Consistently Off.
Welcome.
There we go.
Welcome back, everyone. It's consistently off number, what you said, 214?
Yeah.
And we're joined by the one and only Karen Roberts, ladies and gentlemen.
That's me.
Thanks for cruising on.
Thanks.
How was your
Thanks
drive?
for having me. It was like a fucking mad person. I was like, don't tell me. I literally said to a sign that was in a work zone for 55. I was like, do not tell me I'm going too fast. And it was like 90. And I was like, I don't fucking care. It's like, I'm going to go faster now.
Well, thanks for cruising on. I mean, I would say it's overdue, but, you know, I've only known you a second or two.
Yeah.
So hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Of Chase Long Beach fame, right?
Yeah. You can add fame in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely fame.
Of Chase Long Beach.
Yeah.
Fame.
Yeah,
In parentheses.
in parentheses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is like a reformation of the band, right? Or like
Yeah.
a reunion-ish thing.
A reunion, a resurrection is what we officially called it.
Back from
actually.
Don't call it a comeback.
We wanted to compare ourselves to Jesus Christ. It only seemed appropriate.
Fuck yeah!
For a second coming, right?
We're coming all the time.
Well, yeah, then what's the origins? Like, when did it start?
When did the whole band start, or when did we get back? Ooh. The whole band started in December of 2002.
Oh,
All right.
I was 13.
come on now.
Mhm.
What do you
and
mean?
I'm the only person who's still in the band from when that happened.
Come on now.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. And then I left the band initially in December of 2009. And then they did it for I want to say 9 more months after they got another singer. She was in the band for 7 months. Left with the bassist. That's a whole other story. And then the band didn't do anything for 12 years.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, it was 2010 until last year, 2022.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So what prompted the resurrection then?
It was our 20th anniversary.
Okay.
And we had actually done a show in January of 2020.
Shit.
Yeah, I know.
Right before.
Yeah, nobody saw that coming.
The before times.
But it was Mark DiPiazza was retiring.
Oh, that's
And he
right.
sold DiPiazza's, so we reunited to play one night for them at DiPiazza's because he had done so
Beautiful.
much for us in our career.
Dude, shout out Mark DiPiazza.
Yeah, he's
I
the
know.
best.
Come on.
That's
Love
where,
that
That's
dude.
where we probably played together.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? I figured it out. Talina figured it out the other day. I
Oh,
told
shit.
him, but we never played together.
Oh, shit.
I don't think we ever played together.
Okay.
But Talina was sitting there while I was on the phone, and she's scrolling through Facebook old flyers, and it turns out that you guys played with Wild Wild Monsters.
Okay.
And it turns out twice, but me, Talina, and then the 2 other girls in our all-girl band were all at the show at the Karman Bar.
Karman Bar.
So I even saw you guys play. Yeah, super gross.
Rest in poop, Karman Bar. I
Yeah.
hated that
Yeah.
place.
Yep.
Good
Yep.
Lord. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wild Monsters. Are they still
I know.
jamming?
No.
Okay.
No. No, but her husband's in the band.
Okay.
Was
Yeah.
in the band. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
when the band existed.
Yeah.
He's still in it, damn it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's just hoping it's going to happen again.
Please, guys.
So, okay.
Wow.
All right. So,
All
in 13, is that your first band?
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, my God. What am I talking about? No, I was in another band before that I started with a few of my friends where it was one of those where everybody was like, you're going to play this instrument. We're all going to learn how to play instruments.
You're learning
And-
as you're becoming a band.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, I think we were technically a band for 3 months before anybody had instruments, but we kept telling everybody we were a band.
Still
you
a
know?
band name, though, right?
Oh, yeah. The first band name was actually the Pastizatutionals, which was a word that we made up that meant prostitutes with passion for what they do. Because we were in fucking 7th grade, and we thought that was so great.
I love it.
Oh man, that might be the name of the episode.
Yeah, Pastizatutionals. That's fantastic. Okay. What
yeah.
was this-
I thought it was people that loved pasta.
Oh, that would have been so much better.
We're the Pastizatutionals.
Passionate about pasta.
Yeah, just Boston.
That is not better. What did you learn then?
I learned bass very
Okay.
poorly.
Okay.
And we mostly played Blink-182 covers.
Just rooting out.
Sure.
I couldn't do that,
Okay.
which says a lot about my bass playing.
Sure.
And I was kicked out of the band for being really bad at playing bass.
They straight up kicked you out?
They did.
All right.
And then the next day, I remember my mom was like more upset than I was.
Oh.
She was like crying about it. She was like, how could they do that to you? And I was like, you know, it's okay. I'll be okay. And then the next day I was like, I think I might be able to sing. I'm going to try and start a band.
All right.
And then I started Chase Long Beach the next day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on the heels of the Pastizatutionals?
Yep.
Right on the
Alright.
heels of the pasta.
To be fair, it was called One Night Stand at that point.
Oh.
So
Chase
we
Long
had
Beach was-
upgraded.
Okay.
No, Pastizatutionals. Had
Oh,
been-
Became One
changed.
Night
Okay,
Stand.
got it.
Chase Long Beach has always been Chase Long
Got it,
Beach.
got
Yeah,
it.
we never
Okay.
changed the name.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So like merch has to be like established show too, right?
Well, I don't know if we had 03.
Okay.
We had like some homemade pins and
fuck
shit
yeah.
that I still have that are like water got into them and they're like all blotchy and but I still have a couple of them.
How'd you design them? Like, is that Microsoft clip art? What? Like early Photoshop? What's going on?
Some of them were hand drawn
Yes.
and then some of them were Microsoft Word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our
and-
button press is right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a lot nicer than the one I had. But you know, they all get the job.
Our
done,
cutter's
right?
terrible, so don't worry.
Yeah.
I didn't even have one, so
You're looking at him.
yeah. I used my fingers. It took
I just hand torn,
forever.
hand torn
Yeah,
pin.
they said the old, what was John Madden? That's
Oh yeah, the John Madden turducken. Yeah. Oh
Have you ever seen that video?
Yes.
Where he just
Of
uses his
John Madden.
fucking hand to cut a turkey open. Like, this is turducken, and it's a turkey.
They bring
inside.
it into
and
the
then he's
booth.
like, you go right down the middle, just uses his hand and cuts it up. He's like, then you gotta go this way, and he's just mashing the turkey.
While broadcasting a football game.
He's a true American hero.
He is.
He
Yeah.
is.
I think they handed him like a white linen napkin, and you can just imagine the grease, and then, you
Yeah.
know, like sure your hands are dry, but they are greasy.
Yeah.
You just
He
cut
did.
into it.
He was more civilized than I thought he was going to be because he was like, "Can I get something else?"
Yeah.
Yeah, his fucking giant bear mint
Still,
claw.
it's like only halftime. He's still got to do half the game.
Well, since Turkey Day just finished, I have to settle, you know, like a great debate. What is the
Oh.
best Thanksgiving dish?
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Who wins?
Okay.
Mine right now is scalloped potatoes.
Okay.
My
Oh.
scalloped potatoes were bombs.
They were
I was like,
Right.
not always a classic Thanksgiving food, but a very good food.
Yeah, I always do it on Thanksgiving. I do 2 types of potatoes.
Good for you. Oh.
Yeah, that and mashed
Whoa.
Potatoes are
Fancy.
cheap.
Yeah, me-
I cooked as a feast on Thanksgiving.
It was
Yeah,
dope.
it was
Yeah.
a good old
Nice.
time.
Super dope.
Oh God, I don't know. Honestly, this is gonna be such a shitty answer, but I really like green bean casserole.
All right.
Hey,
That's
You're
not-
the one
There's no
person.
wrong
Like
answer.
I just like
There
soup.
isn't.
I love green bean
Yeah,
casserole.
it's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
It's great.
It's
yeah, I
always a take or
literally
leave for
made a
me.
whole fucking thing of it.
It was.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oliver.
It needed to be warmed up.
I might have to go stuffing. Honestly,
Yeah, stuffing is probably my second.
I might have to go stuffing.
Me too.
Okay.
And I fucked this. Like I can.
No, yours was good.
I
I
can't.
fucked the stuffing.
I can't get the stuffing that
I'd
I
fuck
want.
stuffing if I could.
It's like my
Nice and
stuffing
soft.
still was kind of. It turned into like mush, and I just
Did you do stuffing where you actually stuffed the bird, or was it dressing? Yeah.
Yeah, it's dressing.
Yeah, that's super dangerous. I don't
We
know why
also
people
had
still
this
do that.
debate too. We also had this debate. If it's not in the bird, is it still
It's
stuffing?
technically dressing.
It's still stuffing.
It is technically
Hey,
dressing.
guess what?
I
It's
was
stuffing.
corrected, and I have
No.
to. I have to stand by that logic.
I don't. I
Because
don't.
if the bird is stuffed, then it is stuffing.
Yeah.
You know, you say
if you
tomato,
if you
I say
take
tomato.
right, if you take a pillow and you take the shit out of the pillow, what is that called? That's the stuffing
Stuffing.
of the pillow. It's not in the pillow. It's just stuffing.
It is in the pillow. You just said if you take it out of the pillow.
Right, I know.
Then
but,
it's-
but it's on it's its own thing. It's its own thing.
Yeah,
you can
if-
have
you
stuffing
know
without a
what-
pillow.
if you wanna-
you can
if
have
you-
stuffing without being
then,
in a bird.
Then
make a
outside
pillow-
of a pillow, it is polyester wire foam
yeah.
madness.
It's memory foam.
Yeah.
Okay, this is all I have to say. The boxes, they say stuffing, whether or not you put it in the bird.
There
so that
you
is true.
go.
Yeah.
But you watch any cooking show, they're like, it's dressing if it's not in the bird.
I think it's whatever you want, dude.
bird.
If you want to call it soup, I'll eat it.
Put soup in the bird.
I mean, why not?
You can put whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done a variety of birds over the years. Your rolled up bird was dope.
Yeah.
The prosciutto
The
inside the
roulade.
bird.
Dude, I fucked that bird
You-
up.
What
Yeah.
did you take like a turkey breast and what did you
So
do?
I take a whole turkey and I just fucking debone them all in one
Fuck
piece.
off.
So it's like flat
Oh yeah,
meat.
he's hardcore.
And then I like with mortar and pestle a bunch of fresh herbs like rosemary and thyme and sage. And then I rubbed it all over the bird. And then I put a thin layer of prosciutto and then rolled it so it looks like a Swiss cake
Right.
roll. And then
It's
I
fucking nuts.
And then I
It's
sous
bonkers.
vide it for 14 hours.
Sous
and then
vide for
broiled
14
it.
hours and then broiled it to finish it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking nuts.
You
Why
missed
did
that.
I
Yeah,
ask that?
don't
when
ever
I'm so
bring stuff
hungry
to
right
my
now.
dinners.
Like that was such a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I got-
that
I still
sounds
like a beer can
amazing.
turkey. I still like a beer can turkey.
Since I've been doing this, because sous vide,
You,
lose no
you've
juice.
only started since I've known you, like the
Yeah,
past 5
'cause
years or
I
something.
hate dry fucking turkey. It's the worst. And this,
People can't cook it
yeah.
My dad nailed it.
except for your dad.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, I didn't see a
Stop.
picture. I
Get
didn't see a
out of
picture of the
here.
Yeah.
It plays really well for YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, see this picture you can't see.
Yep.
It's a
Insert here.
yeah. that's what-
12,
there
18.
you go. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, that's a good angle. Yeah. Looks great.
Got this. Here you go, guys. Look at this right here. This is what it looks
And
like.
finally, statute of limitations on time you can eat Thanksgiving food after.
Probably the amount of time it takes for the leftovers to go bad, Nick.
I mean, I think I spoiled that before I put it away.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think they say what, like a week?
I don't know.
I-
My parents,
it depends
my
on the
parents
type of
freeze.
food.
They freeze turkey. So like
Well, there
if it's
you go.
about
Yeah.
to go bad, they just toss it in the freezer and it lasts fucking a couple more
Yeah,
months.
Yeah.
You know?
FDA says 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, it depends on what type of food it is, too.
Yeah,
you
of
know?
course,
But
depends
yeah,
on the dish.
generally it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Some of that mac and cheese will last a month.
Especially if it's got
Velveeta.
Velveeta, yeah.
Yeah.
That condensed casserole
Dude.
type mac and cheese, those ones. Oh yeah. All right. Anyway, when Chase Long Beach first goes, right? How many people do you recruit? Because ska bands are notoriously like 1,000 people.
So when we started, there were only 4 of us, so we were a ska band without horns yet.
Okay.
So just a pop punk band or what?
No, it was still ska.
Okay.
There was upstroking.
Okay.
You know, the
Op Ivy was a ska band.
yeah,
I get it.
there's
Yeah,
plenty
yeah.
of ska bands that don't
Yeah,
have
I know,
horns.
I know.
They
They're
were
just
a ska band.
yeah.
We're a
yeah,
ska
yeah.
band.
Yeah, you guys are a ska band,
Yeah, I know.
obviously. Don't look so ashamed.
I don't upstroke.
No, yeah, I mean like upstroking is the biggest part.
Yeah.
And then I want to say it was
That's what
probably
she said. No, I don't. Yeah.
No, like ska. It's all upstroking.
yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I want to say it was probably, it might have been like a year before we even got our first horn player. And I know we had like a solo horn player for a while, and that was really
Trumpet,
dinky.
sax.
Trumpet was
Okay.
actually one of our trumpet players that's still in the band now.
Nice.
So yeah. And then,
Does that make the second longest serving member then?
yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Damn, congrats, Tristan.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shout out
yeah.
Tristan.
Shout out Tristan.
camera's
I've
back.
met Tristan.
Yeah, actually, they're recording right now because my other trumpet player, Megan, who is married to Tristan, was going to be here tonight too, but she had to be there with their kid because
Oh.
Tristan's in the studio with our drummer and guitarist right now.
Aw. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a worthy reason for her not to be
I'm
here.
glad
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got
yeah.
to notice that we don't allow kids here.
I wouldn't want that either.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Have
Yeah.
some
Come
Tito's.
on. Dean's a cutie.
No, we'll
Hey,
just
when he's
time
behaving
the Ziggy,
himself.
dude. He'll have a great time.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to mention that we're drinking Tito's and La Croix
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. This was
Because it was flavored seltzer and vodka was the
This
idea,
is
right?
your.
It's Vodder.
Right. I need to hear this.
Use
Yeah.
the code word Karen to get 10% off
That's not
your next
true.
bottle.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
true.
It goes directly to my bank account.
Allegedly.
Yeah, Vodder. It's something that I made up. You're welcome.
You
no
invented
one,
it.
No
You
one else
invented
has ever thought of putting vodka and seltzer water together before.
Never.
You're welcome, world.
So how do you spell it?
It's Vater.
Okay.
And
Yes,
but people
what- yeah.
always go like Vader, and I'm like, no, you're
with a D, dude.
dumb.
Darth Vader
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
like, come
D.
on, dudes.
Yeah. It's
But yeah,
Vaughn.
I mean, but the idea is the whole reason it started was that you take a Kirkland size, like 1 liter bottle of water. You dump out all the water because who needs that? You put 3 shots of vodka and 2 cans of your favorite flavored seltzer, and you take it anywhere with you, and nobody knows.
That's the road sody.
Hey,
That's
yeah,
wonderful.
Road sody.
I can't believe that you dumped out the water. You didn't have an empty water bottle.
I mean, sometimes I'll like give it to my cats.
Yeah.
You get them the fancy water.
Yeah.
It's just on the way to the show. It's a lot of liquid.
Yeah.
It's
You gotta hydrate before you dehydrate.
It's true.
Yeah, sometimes.
just a lot of bladder. That's all. How many shows? When was this Vodder most in the clutch? Is this just like an everyday
Now?
drinker? Yeah, like all the time.
You know what? Honestly, I haven't done it as much recently because people have been catching on to it.
It sounds like a go-to-show concert
Yeah,
type.
I have definitely done it many times going to a show or a concert, but you can't take it to like House of Blues or somewhere big like that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they
No
They
outside
see right
drink.
through it.
yeah. It's got to be like definitely DIY venues. But the thing is things have kind of shifted for me now because I got these clear plastic pouches that I just put vodka in, so I can go to like a bar and order like a club soda, and you can put it in your bra and like sneak it in, even if somebody checks your purse,
Allegedly.
Yeah.
and it won't go off in the metal detector.
Yeah, it's what they're cruise bags.
Cruise
yeah,
booze.
and the way that I got into it was actually taking it to sports games.
Yeah.
Because you know you can't. And
Yeah.
I'm like to spend fucking $32 on a vodka soda. Like
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. And it's
so
still Svedka.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's still,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
For
like
real.
the cheapest shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your team?
The Dodgers.
Doyers.
She's a Doyers man.
Yep.
LA County.
Yep.
LA
She
County.
just likes winning, dude.
Yeah.
Go
I just like
fuck yourself.
I just like good teams.
Yeah.
I can't help myself. No, I was raised as a Dodgers fan.
Of course.
So.
Yeah. Born and raised Long Beach?
Born and raised Long Beach.
Come on.
Yeah.
What's the stomping grounds? Like neighborhood?
Like it's like right on the edge of Lakewood and Orange County.
Got it.
From like the northeast.
So you definitely knew Timeless Pints then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When it
Oh,
still
yeah.
existed.
Yeah, I went to Timeless Pines a few times.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's our stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like neighborhood. It's
I
like
might have been there
blended
one day when you
neighborhood.
guys were playing. Who knows?
Oh yeah.
I
It's
don't know.
quite possible.
Hey, where did we
Yeah.
go? Days
Yeah.
when the rains came.
Yeah.
Did you hear us play Piano Man? It's great.
It's great.
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was timeless.
Yeah.
It
It was
was.
timeless. It was timeless. And now it's syncopated.
When did it go out of business?
They
During
sold it.
COVID.
Yeah, they sold it.
Ah.
Yeah. But a bunch of microbrews have been popping up in Long Beach, is what I've
Yeah.
heard, which
There's
is
a lot more than there used to be.
good
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
creative people that should really, really
And
ride the wave.
Do they not make money? Every fucking brewery I've been to is
Popping.
packed all the
Yeah.
fucking time.
Yeah.
Except for
like-
syncopated.
Yeah, because the beer sucks. Just kidding.
Well, and also it is kind of
Thank
a
you.
weird location too. You know, a lot of people don't know about it unless
It is a weird
you're
location.
like in the inn.
It's a
you
really
know?
weird
the
location.
only reason why I used to play ice hockey at the rinks.
And that's
There's
how you
an
found
ice hockey
Timeless?
rink over there. Hold on.
Yeah, right at the end of the street. Like when you turn off at what is it, Cherry?
Cherry, yeah.
Yeah.
That you're pointing at the airport.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you turn left. If you just keep going down that road, there's a rinks to the left. And
It like
Ducks
en-
rinks.
What?
Ends there, and
Yeah.
you get spit back out
I didn't know.
to Cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played out.
Because
yeah,
no one
I was-
goes back
Yeah,
there.
I mean,
Dude.
I recycle my cans over there all the time. I've never noticed a rink. You guys are laughing, but it's fucking
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a. It's like. It just says like it has a Ducks logo. It says rinks.
I'll have to keep
Yeah.
an eye out for
Yeah.
it. I
Next
had
time
no
you're
idea.
syncopated.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to go ice skating? There you go.
All right, now we're street by street level on Long Beach. Do you
I
like
know,
the,
total-
Do you like that
totally.
LBX development thing?
I
What
mean,
is it?
I don't have a problem with it. The parking lot sucks.
It does.
But I mean, I haven't spent an awful lot of time there to know. Like, I think I've been there probably like 3 times.
It
since
looks like they built a
opened.
thing for foot traffic that doesn't have foot traffic.
Yeah. No.
What is it?
It's similar to Packing District.
Okay.
It has one main thing that has a whole bunch of shops inside of it, but then all surrounding it, these weird parking lots of
Yeah.
like Wahoos and
Oh,
Is there a Costco over there now too?
Coles. It's just
Yeah.
a weird.
There's like a bunch of like
Where is this? Where is it?
on-
right outside Long Beach Airport.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
on Lakewood and Carson. It's on the corner of
Oh,
Lakewood and
okay.
Carson.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. It's just weird.
Yeah, total inside baseball SoCal.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, some of the restaurants that are in the actual, like the big hangar bit, I think they call it the hangar.
Yeah.
And that's all just like a bunch of like restaurants. It's not like shops.
Yeah.
Some of those places are really good. I've been to a couple of those places.
Yeah,
And
all those gentrified ass street food places. Yeah,
yeah,
they're good.
that all have like a little booth in
Yeah,
there.
they're good.
But the rest of it is just kind of like a bunch of shit that you can get anywhere else.
Right.
You're like, okay, well, I can go to a better parking lot for the rest of the, like, yeah, to go to Kohl's
Go
or
to
something.
go to a taco truck.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's happening?
it's fine.
Craig's just.
I'm not important in this video anyway.
Oh, yeah.
They're just
just-
like, if
I'm
they're
gonna-
watching on YouTube, they're seeing a knee interview you.
Well,
And two floating heads in the corner.
before his microphone wasn't even in the shot.
It's actually just me talking to myself.
Yeah, we're not here.
You're imagining
We're holograms.
all of
And
this.
I can't crop the video the other direction because I'm in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, so these early moments in starting the bands, right? Are you immediately writing songs?
Yeah, it was pretty quick off
And
the bat.
and you knew it was going to be ska from day one, right?
Yeah, actually, literally day one. So
Okay.
what had happened was, so we all like auditioned for each other
Cool.
in my mom's living room, and I sang Sunday Morning from No Doubt,
Nice.
because I had just grown up listening to No Doubt, and I was like, I think I can kind of sound like her. Like it wasn't even, I didn't even know what ska was.
Yeah, no doubt,
Right.
rocks.
It's just rock and roll. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
this is something that I like, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. And my best friend, because this is how professional it was, my best friend who lived next door was sitting in the living room while we were having band practice. And after it was over, she was like, I've never heard you sing before, you know, because I was like so nervous, like I never wanted to sing in front of anybody.
Right.
And she was like, you remind me so much of this band. And so she runs home and she grabs the Save Ferris EP. And then I put it in and I was fucking obsessed. I was obsessed, like my poor mom. She had to listen to that thing on repeat for so long. Every time we drive somewhere, I'm like, I'm gonna put it in. She's like, please don't. And it turns out, so I turned to the band and we didn't know like what we wanted to do. And
Yeah.
I was just like, well,
this-
I heard this,
Yeah.
like this is ska, this is cool. And they were like, no, it's not.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the year of 2002. Ska is super cool right now. But my guitarist was a huge Les and Jake Impossibles fan.
There you go.
Yes.
And he was the one who first introduced me to Les and Jake.
Impossibles. How do we do?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Love the Impossibles.
Yeah.
And then my bassist grew up going to like Backyard, Sublime, and No Doubt shows with his older brother.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
And so he knew about ska too. And then our drummer did not want to play ska. So that did not last long. I think he was in the band for like a month or two. He was
He
out
wanted
pretty
metal?
yeah.
He wanted
He's like, I
metal.
love Lars Ulrich.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
But then, you know, my bassist.
all my best friends are metalheads. Yeah.
My bassist ended up staying in the band until
He died.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Until he.
Uh-oh.
Until he left after I had left and took the lead singer. That's what I'll say for
Oh.
now because I haven't had enough to drink.
And the
Okay.
dish ran away with the spoon.
And then
Yeah.
our guitarist we had to kick out. I want to say in like 2007.
Had to kick him out.
2008.
Was this the first forced firing?
No. We kicked out many people after that. But he was the oldest member that we had
That
ever
you had
kicked
to-
out.
okay,
Yeah.
The hardest kick out.
That was, you know what the best part was? I was the only one who wanted him to stay, and I said, no, guys, let's give him a chance. Everybody else was like, no, dude, we have to kick him out. They were right in the end.
Yeah.
But then my bassist kicks him out and turns around and tells him that it was all my choice.
Wow.
He was a good fucking guy.
Gross.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
me, man. It's not
Yeah.
me.
Why are you
So
kicking him out?
Because he couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all getting better, and he wasn't.
I
Bands.
see. Yeah.
And
Bands.
yeah, he just
Oh,
he wasn't
fuck.
advancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and have the bands one ready for like on like Sunday or something. I was gonna say we should do that. But
Sounds like a try.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Band.
yeah, we can do it Thursday.
Bands.
Bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need the bands stinger.
Well, how many people you think have been rotated through?
I actually just got asked this on another podcast,
Yeah.
and I think it's somewhere probably about 30
Sweet.
people that we had in and out
Ska
of the
band,
band.
ska band,
Yeah.
ska band.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how big's the group right now?
7 people.
So yeah, I mean 30.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's just
4
one
rounds.
swap of
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
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 It's not even yet.
Not even. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the position that's swapped the most? Probably
Probably
horn players, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it was horns for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, just because you have so many of them.
Yeah.
Um,
And they're fucking horn players, so.
And they're
you know,
horn players.
Yeah, yeah.
I figure too.
They
like,
sub for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's
Yeah.
like you sub
Sub
with the
life,
right
yeah.
band, and the band like wants you for good. Then
Yeah,
Shout out
you're done
Pritch.
doing it.
Yeah,
That
shout out
actually-
Pritch. Do you know Pritchard? Do you know Pritchard Proctor Pierce III?
Oh my God. I
Of course.
I don't actually know them, but I
Okay.
know who they are.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have seen them play.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're the best.
But I
Yeah.
don't actually personally
Okay,
know them.
right.
But like, yeah, they play with
They've been on the
tons of bands
podcast
that I know.
3 times. They're good. They're good.
Yeah,
I think one of the 3-timers. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're one of the 3 times.
Uh-huh.
No, they always seem like the loveliest person.
He's
though.
a
So
sweetie,
dope.
Yeah.
Dude.
Total
Yeah.
sweetie.
And murders like
Every
10
instrument?
instruments.
Yeah,
yeah.
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 That's the one thing.
So
Just,
talented.
just
That's why
versatile.
horn player life is
Yes,
so.
exactly. Horn players.
Yeah,
That's,
but-
yeah.
We only had one member who actually did that, where they got a good gig and
And-
left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that ditched
Oh.
you.
Yeah, that did
Okay.
us.
Okay.
Everybody else, it was mostly like, you're
We
not
need-
good enough, or you're causing problems, or whatever.
Dude, Daddy Longtones.
Daddy Long. Yeah, Pritchard
Yeah.
is Daddy Longtones.
Yeah.
When we had our practice space in Santa Ana, they were in the unit next to us.
Okay.
And we would always hear them just
Wait,
doing
which
long.
band though?
Ooh, Cavalactones.
Yeah, Cadillac.
Oh, see, I've never even.
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, but we would just always hear them. Like, we'd be recording the podcast and we would just hear.
So I nicknamed him Daddy Longtones
He's
because
Daddy
we just hear him like,
Torturous.
dude.
I know he plays
Yeah.
with Littlest Man Band right now.
Yeah.
I've seen him
Yeah.
recently with Littlest
No,
Man
he's got
Band.
like 3 or 4 bands.
Yeah,
he's in
yeah,
right now,
The Kitchen.
Yeah, they're the best. Love me some Pritch.
He fucking bakes pancakes on stage and
Yeah.
hands them out. during the
What?
show.
Yeah, he's in a band called The Kitchen.
Oh my
Where
god.
they literally do pancakes
have
and
to
hand them
see
out.
this.
He comes
Yeah.
with like a bag of batter
Yeah.
Oh my god.
and like a hot plate in a pan.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and like one dude stopped him, I guess, the security.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
I was like, I'm surprised the venues are allowing him to do this.
I think they just do it
I mean,
without
you're the
without saying
performer.
anything.
Yeah.
Without,
And it's funk music.
yeah.
I mean, naturally, pancakes and fun.
pancakes and funk.
Yeah.
Probably a tiki bar next week. You wanna go?
Yeah. Yes, let's do it.
They were just at Tiki
Tiki
Bar, I
Bar.
believe.
Besides the piazzas, right?
Mm.
SoCal venues. What do you like? Who's always treated you well? Who's gone? Because man,
Oh man, so many fucking places have gone. Honestly, I used to hate Slide Bar when I was younger,
Yeah.
and going there and drinking underage. I was
Allegedly.
like, this is dumb. As I'm drinking,
Yeah.
like
in a club.
at
Yeah.
18,
Yeah.
I was like, this is so stupid. I hate this place. But then they ended up putting on like a lot of really great ska shows before they.
they put on some great shows.
Yeah.
I missed the alley. That's like my number one.
Oh my God, DJ Bronner for president.
DJ fucking
DJ
Bronner.
Did you ever see those? Like there were
Yeah,
stickers.
absolutely.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
knew him personally.
Oh yeah, so did I
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
many, many years.
Brandon
He's
Ball.
Yeah.
He's doing
Yeah.
video
Yeah.
now.
RX.
Yeah,
He does
yeah.
video and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the alley fucking.
No, the
rocked.
alley was great. We had a lot of really good shows at the alley. We had this one Scalloween show.
Scala.
Yeah, I was like, let it settle.
Yeah.
At the alley that was like a sold out, like blowout show. And it was like the very beginning of my drinking career. And I just
How old were
remember-
you?
18.
Okay,
I
okay.
didn't drink until like a week before I graduated high school.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it was that following Halloween.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
All ages show, so you snuck something in, yeah.
Oh yeah, big
Yeah.
time.
Vodder.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Vodder.
yeah. It was not. It was before Vodder. I
pre-Vodder.
honestly, I couldn't even tell you what I was drinking, but I just
Okay.
remembered that we were going to a party afterwards, and I was in the car with my bassist's best friend, and I was like, oh, hold on, and then I threw up all over his dashboard.
Oh god.
I threw up all over his dashboard, and then he had like old bags of like fast food, and so I used that to like wipe it out, and then I like threw it out the window, which I feel terrible about still because I hate littering. But then he had a stick of deodorant. I took the stick and I rubbed it all over the
Oh
dash.
That'll cover it up.
And then we went to the after party
Should
and
have
I
done
kept
that in your
drinking.
car.
So, yeah.
I'm getting it detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't get mad at me. He was driving while I was doing it. He knew I was doing it. He still didn't get mad that I used his deodorant. Like,
Well, he's probably like
He was probably
better
just
than
as drunk
nothing.
as you, right? Or no?
probably. Yeah.
It's better
Yeah.
than nothing, right?
Yeah. I guess that's true. I was like, this will fix everything.
It's antiperspirant. It's gonna like soak it up.
You can't smell it at all.
It says Mountain Fresh.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be so dope. Great. Okay. Like first like recorded jams, like fully formed band. How do you record? What are you recording on? Where do you take the work to do studio?
The very first thing we ever recorded, I think it was like a 4-song demo. It might have been like 5 songs.
Okay.
And I can't remember I think it was called like Matrix Studio. It doesn't
Oh.
exist anymore, I don't think.
Okay.
Wait, Sound Matrix, Fountain Valley?
Yes, that was
yeah,
it.
that's
still
Sound
there.
Matrix. Oh,
That's
is
still
it?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's no, it's out of business.
It's
Oh,
going.
is it? Oh.
Well,
that's recent.
I know the
I didn't know
guy
that.
who did the recording stopped working there like over a decade ago.
Right.
So he was defunct from it.
They were
but-
rehearsal space for the last.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
long
And
time.
they
I think that's
actually-
where I fucking.
That's where
met-
you
I
auditioned.
think I met these guys at Sound.
Oh,
Matrix.
how
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, yeah.
They still had, it was like mostly a rehearsal space at the time, but I think they had like 1 or 2 recording booths.
Got it.
Yeah, it's like in the
And-
corner. You walk in right to the right.
Yeah.
In the corner.
Yeah, I was like, it might have only just been the one.
There was a separate soundstage tour size that people would run
For like
through
rehearsals, yeah.
and do.
Oh, I never
their
saw that one.
lighting rig, pyro
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
The other building, and that. But
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
what the fuck it is now.
Yeah.
Probably
No.
grow
I'm
up.
trying to look at
Probably. I mean, why not?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was where we did our first album with Gabe Zavala, who I still know his baby mama cuts my hair.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. But actually, it was so funny. The first time, or probably the second time I came here, I was driving down the street and I was like, "Oh my God, Angelo's!"
Yeah.
I did
Angelo's!
I did a music video there with Gabe Zavala. He created this ska movie. I think it was in 2017, and I did the theme song for the music video. It was me
Yes.
and Angelo from Fishbone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's-
actually, Clinton from DI wrote all of the music
Dope.
too. And but we recorded the music video at that same drive-in.
Angelo's.
Yeah.
Angelo's.
At
Angelo's.
Yeah.
Shout out Angela.
Yeah.
Giant beers, good fish tacos.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I was like, I've never
TVs
eaten there
everywhere.
before.
TVs
but
everywhere.
I was there that night.
Chicks on roller skates.
Yep.
Let's catch a
Yep.
Dodgers Angels at Angelo's.
Yeah. Freeway series.
I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, and you. You're
It's
gonna
an Angels.
lose.
Hey, no, I know, but it's an Angels bar, so
It is.
Yeah, so everybody's just gonna be really sad.
Not with those really big beers and good fish tacos.
Yeah, really big beers don't ever make anyone really sad.
Yeah.
Dude, the staff is still on roller skates.
Yeah.
It was funny because
Scary.
that was one of the biggest things was that he wanted to record there specifically because he wanted the roller skating girls. And I swear to God, he probably got more shots of like up their skirts than he did anything else in the music video.
Allegedly.
Gross.
Not allegedly, it's in the
There you
music
go.
video.
There you go.
Cancelled.
There it is, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was why we went to Angelo's, I'm assuming.
Angelo's.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
They're still on roller skates.
They're still on,
They're still on
they're
roller
still
skates.
living that dream.
Yeah.
Did you hear that they're on roller skates?
They are. Yeah.
Yep. They're actually on roller skates over there.
Good fish tacos.
Really big
Told
beers.
Really big beers.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things that also has, burgers and a
Real
chopped
good-
salad.
Great burgers.
Yeah, it's like what
It's
we
a-
what
well,
we
it's
would
like a
call it.
diner,
It's a
isn't it?
burger
Right?
joint. It's a
Yeah.
burger joint. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't like the big? It says like hamburgers.
Angelo's
on it,
Angelo's
doesn't it?
Burgers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they
Do
call
they have
it.
pizza?
I don't think so.
Let's find
I
out.
don't think so.
No, I think
We're
it's
gonna
like
end the
It's
podcast
burgers.
now.
They have Mexican food though.
See us at Angelo's,
Well,
everyone.
yeah, the fish tacos.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Fish tacos.
Yeah.
They're Mexican.
Okay. So singing, you just kind of fell into then.
Yeah.
It's like,
Because
oh,
you couldn't play bass.
Because I couldn't play bass.
But then, so you're listening to the the Save Ferris record. You just, well, I mean, no doubt. Okay.
yeah,
What are you listening to, like, as a kid? Music
Growing
in the
up.
house, growing up.
like stuff that my mom played.
Yeah.
She has this really great record collection where she would like when we were kids, she would let us pick things that we wanted to listen to, and I would just pick things based off of like the artwork on the album.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
It's a good
No,
method.
yeah. I mean, but I listen to all kinds of different stuff. I mean, from like the Cars to Sam Cooke to Joni Mitchell to I mean.
The greats.
Yeah, my mom's she's a huge Beatles and Rolling Stones fan, but she
yeah.
controversially likes the Stones more than the
Nick
Beatles.
likes the Stones. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
You're a Beatle?
I honestly think I like the Stones more than the Beatles too. I mean, I love the Beatles, but
Go home.
all right, bye.
Yeah, dude,
But
Stones are fucking great.
They are.
They're still going. Guess
Yeah.
what? No one got killed.
I was
No one got killed.
Except for Brian Jones.
Except for Brian
He
Jones.
died.
He was murdered.
It wasn't murder.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
by drugs.
By drugs.
Yeah.
By the band.
They
You
were
haven't looked
over.
into this one?
No.
No.
Well, Paul's been dead forever.
No,
We
Paul's-
know that.
yeah, Paul's dead.
But
He has
Brian
been dead.
Jones was
God.
killed by the band. He was a sacrifice.
Oh. A
Come on,
sacrifice?
like,
A
explain
sacrifice?
more.
Don't you even know your classic rock?
No,
guess
I'm like,
not.
no, you need to
Brian
explain
Jones
this
was
more.
the creative force.
I know, he was, like,
okay,
really good,
then
too.
they killed him.
See,
I mean,
I think I do
Dave
know my
ki-
stuff more.
Dave
and you're
killed
dreaming.
Kurt, right? So
Why are you not allegedly? Because
mean-
it's
Oh, yeah.
fact.
yeah, because we all know that.
There was
yeah.
a second shooter for Kennedy.
And Hole had 3 records. Yeah. All right.
Black helicopters. Rain's making the frogs. Game.
But Epstein didn't kill himself, and I'm still upset about Harambe. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Dick's out for Harambe, everybody.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Dick's out for Harambe.
Okay, so did like the reunion pre-COVID said like for DiPiazza's thing, you're like maybe we should.
Yeah, so we had decided when we did that show, we were like, all right, guys, see you in 2023 or 2022 for our 20th anniversary because the last show we had
Oh, because
done.
that's 22 is the 20th.
Yeah. So the last show we had done was in 2012 for our 10-year anniversary.
Got it.
So we had already decided in January of 2020 that we'll reconvene. And then
meet back here in 10
yeah. But it was this funny thing where we had talked about that, and then obviously the world exploded for 2 years. And it was, I think, probably about March. It was February or March of 2022.
Okay.
And a booking agent friend of mine had reached out because he was booking Bite Me Bambi at the time. He's not anymore. But he was like, what? Specifically, he said, how much blow would it take to get Chase Long Beach back together to play the Summer Sizzler?
Okay.
And I was like, ooh, that's going to be a lot of blow, man. and
8 balls.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, you know how many people are in this band? No, but I was like, oh, you know what? It's the year.
Yeah.
Let's hit up the band and see if they want to get back together. But there was some,
Hesitance.
well, COVID.
Yes.
Half of the band was on one side of things.
Oh.
And the other half was on the
Seven
other
people
side of
band.
things.
7 people band.
We had
And
Trump
They've lit the
supporters
beacons.
and
Yeah,
non-Trump
yeah,
supporters.
yeah. No, nobody's a Trump supporter. I can say that. But vaccine, COVID stuff, that kind of thing. And we just decided, we were like, okay, well, we've been friends way longer than that. We're
Yeah.
like family. Let's just get together and hang out one night
Right.
and see how it goes. Like no pressure.
Yeah.
And
We're
just
2
see.
years in at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If
just-
someone gets sick, I guess it's off.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, not even that. It was just because
Oh, sure.
we were in totally polarized states
Yeah.
where people were like, I don't understand why you feel this way, and I don't understand why you feel this way.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We weren't even worried about getting sick at this point.
we
Because
had buddies that like didn't leave the house. Like
Uh-huh.
they're like, hey,
Oh,
I can't
no,
hang
no.
out because COVID or whatever.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't, I was like super cautious for a long time too. But like at this point, I had been vaccinated for a while.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah. I got the
and-
vaccine in 21, right?
Yeah.
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 and a booster.
Yeah. I mean, I probably already had like 2 boosters at this point in time.
Yeah.
But some little members
Yeah.
did not. And
Also,
you know,
just quick sidebar. Isn't it weird how just like we got back to normal and no one said anything? Like there
That's
was
what
never any
happens,
announcement. We kind of knew it was gonna happen,
Yeah.
but like we're back. No one ever like officially declared anything.
Dude, everyone
that,
wanted to be back.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
once we
Oh,
got here,
yeah.
we're like, fuck it, don't even
Don't even think about it.
Don't
That
look
never
back.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what was really funny is I put on my coat, like my heavier coat tonight, because it's finally getting cold.
Finally.
It's getting chilly.
There's a
Yeah.
positive COVID test.
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey guys, I'm here."
Yeah.
No, I reached into my pocket and there was a mask in my pocket.
Nice.
And I was like, "Damn, it's been a while since I've worn this."
This is coat.
Yeah, I was like, "This is a good coat." But yeah, so we got
I
back
think I
together.
did that with my jacket last year too.
Yeah, right. You're
Yeah.
just like,
Found
oh,
a mask,
that's
yeah.
this
I used
was
to
a
wear
portion
these,
of
yeah.
my life.
Yeah.
But we decided the best part was that the one night that worked for everybody to get together was April 1st
Fun.
of 2022.
Hilarious.
Awesome.
And then so we made a post about it naturally, and everyone was like, "Wait, is this for real?"
Yeah.
And we were like, "Yeah, I don't know. You tell us."
Yeah.
You know?
Was the account remotely active, or was it just like the first post?
It
and-
wasn't, and people fucking lost their minds.
Nice.
Yeah, when we
Cool.
posted on Facebook for the
Nice.
first time. We didn't even have an Instagram.
Facebook.
Yeah. Our main thing was MySpace, and MySpace is.
That's what we did too.
Yeah.
It was so sad. It became obsolete.
Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook came out, and then
07, 08.
MySpace like
Just disappeared
literally
overnight.
Yeah.
exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disappeared.
Just like
yeah.
Yeah.
and then it came back.
Did it?
It's back.
Justin Timberlake bought it and tried to resurrect it. And have you?
You can still, yeah. It's not the same. You don't have top friends.
Wait, JT really bought MySpace?
Yeah.
What the? Where have I been?
This is like
16 or
2013.
Oh my God.
Mid-teens or something. And it's like, I partnered with these people and we're going to buy it and we're going to turn it all around. And they changed the whole face of it. Yeah, you can go ahead and log in. You know what it is? A graveyard of tech.
Well, I remember there was also that
June-
announcement where they like announced that they lost a bunch of profiles too.
Yeah.
Like, shit's just gone.
June 2001's when he bought it for
Oh my
35 million.
God.
Gross.
2001?
Or sorry, 2011.
11.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was like,
sorry,
wait, hold
sorry,
on,
sorry.
what?
Yeah,
No, 2011.
yeah. 2001
I
was
can't
still.
I forgot a one.
Yeah,
I can't get on my MySpace anymore. I like even reached out to them where I was like, I want all my stuff.
I know.
And they
I
were
tried
like,
to do that.
Sorry.
Yeah. I tried to do that with Zanga. Remember Zanga?
Oh, just let it go, man.
Dang, is
I
that-
know,
Is that the one
it's
with the
gone.
dog? Like the red
It's just a
dog?
blog site.
But my GeoCities.
Yeah, but like my 5th grade diary, you know.
Oh, man. That was LiveJournal for me. Yeah, I was
Live
like,
journal,
ooh.
yeah.
And I remember the whole controversy. LiveJournal or Dead Journal? I was like, dudes, I was just on LiveJournal first. Like, I'm not gonna, like, it's not an aesthetic thing. Like, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
It's about Tumblr.
Yeah.
Tumblr.
I want my Juno email address back.
Juno. Oh man.
But I think we can all agree, like the MySpace, what they had.
what a golden era.
Dude,
that was
what a golden
That
era.
was the meeting of tech and social.
Yeah.
That creates social media,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
as
Those-
we know it.
Yeah.
The
it
best
did.
pop punk years.
Yeah.
the best pop punk. Yeah, like just I mean, it's when I grew up, so I'm biased. But like,
Hey, SoundCloud rap.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Fallout. That's just Fallout from
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's the logical
Yeah.
next step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it scary that we're the last generation that has pre and post internet memories?
I
Yeah.
actually like it. I like take
Yeah?
a lot of pride
Yeah.
in that because I think that we function on a higher level than
It's gonna be
most
different.
people
Oh
that are
yeah,
younger
as we
than
get
us.
older, it's gonna be
I
like
mean,
Yeah.
I
we're,
was
we're
6
gonna have to adapt to new people.
Yeah.
these
It's already
days.
starting.
Oh,
to
of
happen,
course, yeah.
I was 16 when there was flip phones.
Yeah.
And like I didn't have a fucking cell phone until I was like 16 or 17.
Yeah, I didn't
So
get
it's
my
just-
own until I think 18.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
think it's better that way.
Yeah.
The last generation.
Yeah, kids are just like
Can't
this
wait.
old day, dude.
No, they're glued to their phones, but also I think that
I'm like this. too.
it made us live without the internet, so we know how to do things without it.
Yeah.
But we also know
We don't
how to
have
be
to rely on
normal,
it.
socialized human beings
Yeah.
where we can
what's
talk
cool
to people.
is we know what it's like to not even know that the internet exists and
Yeah,
not
yeah,
care
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if you took away the internet,
We'd be fine. Yeah.
we would probably be all right. Kids
We'd
would
figure
lose
it
their
out,
fucking
yeah.
mind. They're like,
Yeah,
I don't know what life
Yeah.
is without this.
Yeah.
yeah.
When
Yeah.
social anxiety disorder is way over diagnosed, because
Yeah.
we all have it. Just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude.
Everyone
Yeah,
has
yeah.
it.
Everyone's anxious all the time.
Everyone's-
Everyone needs therapy. Everyone's having a hard time being alive.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Go
having it.
outside,
Yeah.
play some basketball with your fucking friends.
Yeah.
And shut up.
Go ride a bike, you motherfucker. Yeah.
What if you can't ride a bike?
Learn to ride a bike.
Learn to ride a bike.
I learned to ride a bike twice.
Oh,
What?
And then I've forgotten.
What?
2 times. So don't listen to somebody if they say you can't You can't forget how to ride a
Dude.
bike. You most definitely fucking can.
I don't think.
Wait,
I've gotten
no, I
on a-
need this whole story. now.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
I need this whole
When
thing.
was the first time?
When was the
When
first
I
time?
was a kid,
Okay.
like
What
the
kind of
normal
bike?
age.
Yeah, yeah.
What kind
Okay,
of
so
bike?
like
beach cruiser, BMX.
I mean, no,
bike?
it was like a little kid's bike.
Kid's
I don't
bike,
know.
yeah.
So
like-
it's like a BMX bike.
Yeah.
That's like the way the handles
With
are. You
the
know?
back
there's,
pedal
there's a
brakes.
big difference between like beach cruiser style.
Well, yeah, the
BMX
second
style.
bike that I had was a beach cruiser.
Yeah.
So I bought that when I learned the second time.
Yeah, that hurts a lot. That
Wait,
hurts a
I
lot
think
worse.
more
Okay.
importantly is the second.
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah, the
you can
first
still
time-
ride a bike now, right?
No.
What?
I said I unlearned again.
You didn't say that.
I did
Okay.
too.
Okay, all right. I didn't hear you. But
If yeah, what?
okay, all right. No, tell me everything. Tell me everything
No, I just wanted to come on this podcast to make all of your brains explode.
about bike riding
Today, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I learned when I was a kid. Okay, so I was always one of those kids, like, you know how, like, you're a kid and you have, like, no sense of fear or,
That's
like,
today.
anything.
Yeah,
like,
that's right
anything
now.
can
Yeah,
go
yeah,
wrong.
Yeah.
You know, or, like, you're going to die at some point.
Yeah,
Climbing way too high. up in
Mortality
trees.
doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was always the kid who, like, my friends would be doing scary shit, and I'm like, guys, I don't know if that's a good idea. I was, like, always afraid, and I, like, finally learned to ride the bike, took the training wheels off, you know, did the thing, and I was like, I'm terrified. And then I remember once I was, like, going very slowly around a corner, and I fell and I ate shit, and I was like, I'm never doing this again.
Spit on the bike.
Yeah, I left and I ran home.
Oh.
That's,
Wait, how old are you?
Where's the bike?
Yeah.
I think I was probably like 7 or something.
Okay.
And then I had to go back and get the bike while I was like
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah.
And then I just didn't ride again for years because it was terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I didn't learn to ride a bike
To be
until I was like
fair.
10 or 11. No, maybe even like 12.
Imagine
so
if you forgot how to
I
swim.
learned late, but I still know how. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Imagine-
good for you.
Yeah.
But then it had been so long since I had rode a bike
Yeah.
that somebody was like, okay, get back on. And then I tried. That did not go so well.
How old were you then?
I was 19 or 20.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was when I was like, no, I'm invested now. Like, I'm
Yeah,
going to try
you
this.
have to do it,
I'm
yeah.
going to do this.
Yeah.
And so I bought one of my coworkers at the time was selling a beach cruiser
Yeah.
for like a really good price. And so I just bought it from her. And then I relearned. And then I was like, oh my God, this is still fucking terrifying. and I like would never want to ride. Like I've never ridden a bike in a bike lane ever in my entire
Yeah.
life. Like I've
Always
only
sidewalk.
rode
Yeah.
on like the
Yeah.
sidewalk or like in my mom's street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you're
And,
not
like,
wrong there. SoCal's nuts.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah,
Bike riding around here is
I-
terrifying.
I have
yeah.
known I can't even count how many people I have personally known that have gotten hit by a car on a bike.
Yeah.
And I was just like, nah, not worth it. And
Yeah.
then I think I had the beach cruiser for maybe like 3 months and then I sold it again.
Fair enough.
But you could ride it.
I learned again,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it took a lot of trial.
Sure,
and
sure.
error.
Dude, that brought up like
Yeah.
But then,
that's
okay.
probably one of my oldest.
But does that mean
memories.
you haven't learned since? Or, I mean, you
No.
haven't ridden since? Okay, so what would happen if we got you a bike like right now?
I would probably fall and eat shit.
No, we don't know. When's the last time you tried to ride a bike?
When I was like, 19 or 20.
All right. Okay, how about
So you don't know you've unlearned. Because
No.
I haven't ridden a bike in fucking forever too. I just know I could.
I wouldn't jump in a pool and drown.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Like I haven't ridden a bike in like, maybe a couple of years or something. But like, I'm confident in the fact that I could get on a bike and know how to ride
It
it.
has been several weeks
So-
for me, and I'm like, man, I need to bike around Long Beach.
Yeah.
I love my bike.
Yeah.
Well, and now they have the protective lanes in Long Beach where it's a lot safer to do the bike riding, but I just
I'm just curious because if you haven't actually done it, I'm curious to see what would happen.
I'm gonna fall.
He wants to
And
see you fall.
I just
he
wanna
just
watch you-
wants, he
yeah, I
just
just wanna
wants
watch
to
you
see
fail.
me
Let's
in
get you
pain.
beat
I just wanted to watch you fail. Yeah.
I'm just crying on the sidewalk.
Wrist guards.
Helmet, definitely
Yeah.
wearing a helmet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And be confident.
Yeah.
Shin pads, everything.
I have tons of confidence. I have no coordination. That's the
Alright.
problem.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Or balance. I'm really bad with balance too. So
Any sport, anything as a kid, like anything?
Oh, I played a lot
Oh.
of sports, and I
Okay.
was terrible at all of them. But we didn't have arts programs in my
You were
school.
trying to find your sport. That's what it is.
I was just trying to find something extracurricular
to
to
fit
do
in,
because, yeah.
Fund the arts, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Fund the fucking art.
Jesus.
Well, the worst part is that I went to Catholic school, schools, so like they had private money
yeah.
that they didn't use
Used
for
on the-
the
they
arts.
used for sports, yeah.
they used it
That's
for sports
awesome.
instead. Yeah.
Never went to Catholic
What was
school,
your
but
favorite of the sports you played growing up?
I always liked tennis, but nobody would ever play with me.
You can't play tennis by yourself.
Yeah, unfortunately not. I still have like a tennis
I mean, that's
racket.
true of most sports, right?
You can play soccer in your imagination.
Darts.
Okay.
Yeah, you can play
Darts,
darts by yourself.
Golf.
Pool.
You could probably play like
yeah, all the barroom sports. Yeah.
what's the one where you've got the racket and it's in the big room?
Racquetball.
Racquetball.
Yeah.
You
could
could play
racquetball by
that. What's
yourself.
that? What's that ball on a string on a pole thing?
Oh,
Tetherball?
tetherball.
You
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
tetherball by yourself.
That would be pretty sad, but you could.
You never win. It's a
I'm just-
never-ending.
Imagine you just do it and then it just spins.
Yeah.
I win.
I win. Yeah, I beat myself. Yeah.
What's that beating yourself game? Pocket pool.
Pocket pool.
That is a one-person sport.
You always win.
Yeah.
Except for when you lose, and no one wants to lose. No one wants to
You
lose.
scratch on the 8 ball, you know.
Dude.
Okay, the worst of the sports. Actually, let me back up. When's the last time you hit the tennis court?
It's probably been a few years too.
Would you be excited to hit the tennis court?
Yeah, I even told him about
Yeah,
this
that's
recently.
fun. Yeah.
We were walking by a tennis court and I was like, "Yeah,
Let's go.
I want to play tennis."
You want doubles? I'll lose
Yeah.
so hard.
I'm so
Oh
down.
yeah,
I'll
I'm totally
lose
down.
so hard.
I'm totally down.
this.
I'll be
think
like, I
have
got
2
this.
rackets.
Whiff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have 2
I
rackets.
think I have a racket
actually.
somewhere
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I'm way too-
Um,
I'm
Do you
way
like
too competitive.
badminton?
You're the ref.
I've never played. No, I take that back. I have before, but it never made sense to me because it just
It's
you like
not
go to hit it
tennis.
and then it's in the ground and you're like, wait, I didn't. Where did it go?
Like when you look at that racket, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, and well, and also too, like you can only. It comes. I don't understand how you can only hit it from like one side, but then it comes at you on the other side and like doesn't fly right.
It's not a ball.
No.
Wait, what are we talking about?
That's a birdie.
Oh, badminton.
Badminton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I play badminton.
Yeah.
Badminton's fun.
It's a Canadian thing.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's super Canadian.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah,
My
Canadian.
family's
Like, I
Canadian.
think it's Chinese.
Are
All
they?
the Asian
Yeah.
sports
Yeah,
do
Asian.
the
Yeah,
shit out of it.
yeah.
but
Asians
I,
are great.
I
at it.
played in a league like when I was younger for a year.
Badminton league?
Yeah.
Wow.
Canada?
No, it was in Ann Arbor. I
You
think.
played in a youth Canadian badminton league?
He's a superstar. He's the Forrest Gump of badminton. You didn't know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was running.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
Ken was
but-
Canadian.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Where from?
Winnipeg, eh?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Right in the right inning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't get more Canadian than
Yeah.
Winnipeg or
Yeah.
Calgary.
And it's just kind of. Is it in
Sad.
the middle?
Have you
It's in
visited?
the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When?
The first time I went, I was I think 16.
Cool.
On a family trip.
Was it summer?
It was summer.
That's the best time to go to Canada.
Not in Winnipeg.
No, it's like
No, it's like very humid and muggy.
ballsy.
And it was like
Surrounded by the Great Lakes, baby.
yeah, and it was like cloudy the entire time, and then I think it only rained one day, but it had like that feeling that it was going to
about
rain
to
the
rain, yeah.
entire time.
80% humidity the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Oh no, it was
that's-
higher than that. It was probably like 90s. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awful.
That's Michigan in the summer, man.
Yeah.
You, just- you walk out of your
Yeah.
AC house. you're like,
And I'm wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spring or fall.
yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
Fall's the best.
Yeah, I've been to Canada too on tour.
Yeah.
And I think that was the fall. I'm trying to remember.
What city? Winnipeg or like Vancouver?
No,
Toronto?
we didn't go to. Yeah, we were in Vancouver.
Vancouver's great.
We went to Vancouver, Victoria, and then we played somewhere
Probably
else too, but it
Mont-
wasn't too
Oh,
far.
what was what's the Nova Scotia?
That's
Scotia?
East Coast.
That's
The
like-
Scotia.
That's
Yeah,
East
that's on
Coast.
the East Coast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another good one that everyone went to.
Yeah.
Coastal.
Yeah. I've never been to the
Coastal.
East Coast
Coastal.
of Canada. Actually, I've never been to Toronto.
Oh.
yeah.
Gorgeous
Montreal's
city.
I know.
Big
I've always
giant
wanted
city.
to go.
I like
but
Montreal.
yeah, I haven't been.
I've never been to
Time.
Toronto, but
I was trying to
Montreal's good.
think about that because I've been so much, and then I looked through the pictures, and it's whatever.
What, Montreal?
No,
Toronto.
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 Yeah,
Toronto's the city they use for New York in all the movies.
yeah, it's just.
Or
that's
they
what
use
it
New
is, just
York
another
Street
city.
on
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Sony lot.
Yeah.
Halifax.
Toronto.
That's
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is.
Oh, Halifax.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
was going to Halifax.
Good
Never
band.
been.
Remember that band?
I do
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that
Fuck
band.
yeah.
Good band. Yeah.
I think they were also on Victory Records, weren't they?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, they were a
Yeah.
Victory Records
Yeah.
band.
Victory.
Yeah.
Huh? What about Victory?
Tell us everything. They're not a thing anymore.
No,
I mean, they
well,
are.
I don't care. I would
yeah.
say whatever anyway because,
Fuck them. Yeah.
yeah, they canceled our contract, so.
Yeah, how's your
Never
Victory story?
recouped.
Uh,
they were assholes.
That's actually that's like a notorious story. Is
Yeah.
that they
A
canceled
Day to Remember
contracts
sued them
then-
and won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Hawthorne Heights that sued them and
Yep.
won.
So did A Day to Remember.
Oh,
yeah.
A few people did.
Yeah. No, we
Yeah.
didn't have any clout to sue them. No, Tony was just an asshole. I mean, like all the stories you hear are true. Like, and we knew that going into it, but we also knew as a ska band in 2009 we weren't going to get a better record deal.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
we signed it. And,
Yeah, especially when you were just starting off too, right? Or at least that's your first.
That's
label.
7 years in.
I was our only label.
Yeah. So
that
like
was 7
when
years
you're
in.
when you're, you could be 5 years, 3
I'd
years.
take a victory deal now if we had an
taking
ironclad deal.
any deal is great
Yeah.
when you haven't had one.
Yeah.
So you're just
Yeah.
like you're like fuck. I've been doing this for this
Yeah.
long. Like help.
Yeah.
Well, and it was funny too because we had shopped to a lot of labels and we shopped to ska labels, and ska
Right.
labels were like, "Nah, this is stupid.
Yeah.
We're not going to do this right now."
Yeah, it's 2009. Yeah.
And
Ska labels, we're not doing
they
this
were
right
like,
now.
no,
That's
there's no money in this.
Yeah.
And then Victory took us on, and I think technically we were like the first ska band to be signed in 10 years to like a major indie.
Yeah, I'm trying to
label.
think of like anything else Victory would have had in the ska category too.
A Streetlight Manifesto.
That's
and
right.
actually,
Okay, I didn't know they were Victory.
here's some drama. You want to hear some drama?
Yes, please.
So they actually signed us specifically because they wanted to package us with Streetlight.
Sure.
And we were like totally down
Yeah.
for that
Yeah.
idea.
Of course.
And then I can't remember if it was a full album that Streetlight had. I think it was like an EP that they had that came out like a month after our album did. And Victory told them, they were like, well, we're going to put a sampler of like 2 of Chase Long Beach's songs in your
Yeah, I love those.
albums.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And Thomas, the lead singer of Streetlight, who is notoriously difficult, he goes, no, you're not. And they were like, Tony was like, yeah, no, I am. And he was like, if you do, we will never play a show with them.
Oh,
Whoa.
And Tony did it anyway. And Thomas stood by that. And we never, ever got to play with Streetlight. And
Son of
the
a
whole
bitch.
idea was for us to tour together and do the whole thing.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Also-
sucks.
Why are you putting other people's songs in people's?
Just a
songs?
fan.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
like-
was gonna say make it its own release. Do like those, crossover things.
Yeah.
do comp.
Yeah,
there you
Joe
go.
Yeah.
Cup, they're
Yeah.
huge. Like what was?
Yeah. Why does it have to be on their album? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
and they had
Punko
put us
Ramos
on
for
other
sure.
comps too, so it was like, yeah, why did you put us? But they like inserted our CD into their CD.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it was like really fucked up.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
So you're
After
yeah.
they already said
Yeah.
no, and he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, I'm gonna do it.
That's a little different to me now. That I thought they put like 2 of your tracks in their album, like
No,
like
no,
track,
Separate
no.
disc?
No,
track
separate
7.
disc.
But
Separate
even
disc.
so.
But it was still, yeah,
But
like 2 of our songs on a separate
kinda
disc.
but that's a
When I was a kid-
sampler. That's a sampler in with something that the consumer
no,
ordered.
yeah.
Yeah.
When I was
Still-
a kid, I
still-
dug that shit.
Still gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Well-
as gross though. I thought literally it was like Streetlight
On the
And then they
CD
put
record.
it on
Yeah.
on
And
their
then
14
record.
and 15
Oh yeah,
or
that,
something.
would,
Yeah, yeah,
that would
yeah.
be messed
That's
up.
Dude,
really fucked.
That's what I thought, and
yeah.
I was just like, "Fuck that."
No,
Yeah.
no,
No, fucking free
Produced
CD.
by,
Yeah.
except for tracks 14 and 15.
Yeah.
That does change
Yeah.
it a little bit, but I'm still on
Yeah.
Streetlight's side, But like,
I mean, they said no,
Yeah.
and they did it anyway. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
just another example of Tony being a fucking asshole.
Amazing
Yeah.
mismanagement.
yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How they were a label.
He made so much fucking money
Such an
too.
aggressive label, too.
Yeah, and he sold. I think he ended up making like 10 million when he sold it. Yeah, this asshole.
Is that the one with the dog? The
Yeah,
bulldog?
Yep.
the Bulldog.
Mhm.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
That's the ones.
That was Tony. The
A lot of good
Bulldog.
bands on that label.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
really good bands on
Yeah.
that label.
Really
A lot of
good
Warped
ones.
Tour bands.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They
Warped
did
Tour.
have
yeah.
good distribution for sure.
Yeah.
I think they were under Red, so like that was the one that got to Target and all the.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep,
that was
yep.
part of the reason that we signed with them too, because we were like, well, we're gonna get
You'll
they're
get
gonna
in
own
stores,
our
yeah.
masters,
said
but we're gonna get distribution.
Indie majors,
Yep.
the people that were able to
Yep.
bridge that gap and
Yeah.
get to retail.
Yeah,
Dude, it's sick. Whenever
without
you-
going
yeah.
major.
That's a cool thing though, being able to go to a place and get your
Yeah.
CD.
That's cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
I even have a picture of somebody had taken of us. I don't know if it was. I think it was a picture at Hot Topic.
Nice.
That I put into my my pitch deck for my
Yes.
sitcom, and
Allegedly.
allegedly.
So you have a sitcom.
I do.
Can you say anything about it? Probably not.
Yeah, it's called Upstroke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us everything.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you everything.
Well, okay.
I'm in the process.
Do your
of,
pitch right
Right
now.
now.
Yeah.
I actually
Think
did get the
NDA.
updated deck.
Think NDA.
Yeah,
yeah.
What can you say?
So I've written a pitch. I've got the pitch deck. I'm like ready to start pitching. Almost. Like I'm going through like the final notes.
She did the
things
pitch
right
for
now.
me. It's
I
really
did.
good. It's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I got the idea in December of 2020, and I wrote the pilot. And then I was like, okay, well, I got to do something with this. I'm not just going to sit here and be like, I have a pilot.
Yeah.
Like, I'm one of those people that's like, I've got a script. Do you want to read it?
Yeah.
And so I took it to the next level, and I took a class that taught me how to make a pitch from start to
Yes.
finish. And then it came with a pitch deck from like a professional company, which I had to spend a lot of money on. But it's an investment.
It's what you
It's
yes.
what
an
you say. It's
investment.
an investment.
It's an
That's
investment.
We're
and
sitting.
yeah.
We're sitting inside of an investment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
worse? Like, what's the downfall of putting money into yourself?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're the
I
best.
like
You're the
that.
best investment you can make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
fuck it.
that.
Always invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so you wrote a whole pilot.
Mm.
Is this the first pilot you've written?
Yeah.
That's daunting.
What
Yeah.
was his name?
Dave, it's always Dave. I just felt so inspired. It was just this moment, like, I've worked on lots of different things. Like, I've written smaller things. Like, obviously, I've written a lot of songs, but I've written a lot of sketches. Like, I've got, like, a pretty extensive history in comedy.
It's kind of
Yeah, you've got an improv background, too.
Mhm, I have an
with
improv
ska
background.
stuff. It's like
We need a
ska's
separate fucking episode.
Oh, by the
Okay.
way, guys, just sidebar. I'm going to her improv show on the 17th. You guys
Yeah.
should
17th?
totally.
I
go.
have an
December
improv
17th?
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going.
God. But isn't that kind of like?
I mean, that's not writing, but
Yeah.
it's writing on the
No.
spot.
Yeah.
It's writing on the spot.
I just,
It's writing in your brain.
Shit.
Like
tell
ska
me
people-
when the next one is, please.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
there.
yeah. We don't have our schedule for next year.
I did an
yet,
improv
but-
troupe for like 3 seasons. It's the
Oh,
best. It's
shit.
the funnest thing
It
you can
is. Yeah,
possibly
yeah,
It's
yeah.
do.
fun as fuck.
Yeah.
I love doing it.
Yeah, this group, we've been together for like 11 years
Oh,
now.
yes.
12
What's it called?
years. A Fistful of Improv.
Yeah.
Just because we wanted our motto to be "Get Fisted."
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Sorry.
we all,
Yes, and.
Yes, and
Yeah.
we met at LBCC in the theater department.
Oh,
so like right when I quit Chase Long Beach, I had signed up for classes at LBCC, and then I met a lot of those people like on the first day.
When did musical theater start?
Never. I'd never done musical theater.
It
And
didn't
people-
cross into musical theater. Singing
No.
in a band, but then improv.
But
This is the thing. I can't dance to save my life.
oh well.
can't ride a bike, can't dance.
Neither can Ethel Merman. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dancing.
What's
Come on.
where's your? Do you like have a spot you always perform at? or-
Yeah, we have a residency at the Long Beach Playhouse.
Yes.
I think we've had that for like 3 or 4 years now.
Shit, is there one in January? I need to see this show.
There's probably not going to be one in January
Okay.
because I think we're figuring out the schedule in January.
Valentine's Day?
You know,
go.
we honestly, our first show probably won't be until March, and
Okay.
we'll probably make it around
you
St.
in March.
Patrick's Day
Then I'll see you in March.
because it'll be the drunk show. Our drunk show is always the most popular, obviously,
yeah.
because it's a fucking mess.
Yeah, yeah.
50-50. I'm going to try it then too.
I know.
50-50.
Oh.
50-50.
St.
We'll
Patty's?
see.
50,
We'll see. I'll
yeah,
let you
yeah.
know once I get the schedule.
I'm so
for
down.
sure.
I love it.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
11 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
So then different theaters and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, with that in mind, does writing the pilot kind of come easily then, or
No.
oh, okay.
No, it was like a lot of I'd learned on my own. I just like Google how to write a pilot.
Right.
I
How to
did.
read a book.
I,
Yeah, yeah.
I can't even tell you how many times I Googled that.
Yep.
But then I like watched a lot of. I honestly I don't know if I ever invested any money into writing the pilot. I think I just watched like a lot of like free tutorials from like screenwriters and like I read a lot of other
YouTube
pilots.
University.
YouTube University.
Yeah.
All day.
That's
Yeah.
how we learned how to use DaVinci, Pro Tools,
Yeah.
Yep.
everything.
Basically,
Yeah.
this is how we learned how to podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Best sitcom of all time.
The Office.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
hands down. And that was the thing is that like The Office has been a very like this is silly because you think about it as a TV show, but it's like been a very important part of my life.
Yeah.
And it got me through like a really difficult time in my life.
Okay.
And it like brought humor when I needed it most.
Yeah.
And so it's always meant a lot to me. And so it actually I got the idea, this is crazy. It was when the Selena Netflix series had come out. And I was
Okay.
watching it, and all of a sudden it just hit me, and I was like, a mockumentary sitcom about a ska band.
Yeah.
And it was just like this world colliding where it was like everything that I know and everything that I know. And it was like, duh.
Yeah.
Because really what had happened was, so my, our sax player and I had like a secret romance.
Ooh,
yeah.
juicy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something to be said about the sax.
It's pretty sexy.
He was the only one who
pretty
left the
sexy.
band who got a better opportunity, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The sax that got away.
Pretty sexy.
That could be a porno too, dude.
But
You watch next week, Oliver learns saxophone.
I'm just a master
I
at
would be
saxophone.
so impressed in a week. Damn. No, I actually, it was super funny. I didn't want him in the band. I was so pissed. My bass player brought him in, and I was like, he brought him to a fucking photo shoot, so I couldn't say anything. That he was like in the band and put him in the
damn it.
photos, and I was so mad.
Already
I
in
was
the
so mad. Yeah, he
photos?
put him in the photos, and I
Wow.
showed up to the photo
That's
shoot,
so
and I was
weird.
like, "Who's this guy?" And he was like, "Oh, our new sax player."
Whoa.
Click, and I was just like, "The fuck."
Yeah.
Because he had been asking me for like over a month. He was like, I want either a keyboardist or a saxophonist. And I was like, no, dude, we don't need anyone else in the band. And I
Right.
hate sax.
Sorry, quick interruption.
Oh.
Ziggy definitely just puked on the carpet and
Nice.
ate it up. And
He's
ate it up.
eating it.
He cleaned it. He
It's
cleaned his own
okay.
mess. He cleaned his own
I
mess.
was like, what was that smell?
yeah.
Yeah, that makes
We're
sense.
all smelling it right now. I
I'm
just wanted to
sorry,
address
I
it.
threw up.
yeah. Nick threw up and Ziggy's
And
eating.
Ziggy
God
ate it.
damn it,
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah.
But
So that's the smell.
yeah. Yeah, I was like, ooh, what is, something's happening, but I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering why Poppy got up all alarmed.
Yeah. Ziggy, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like look,
Goddamn
she's
Nick.
like,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah,
Good call.
Please.
Well, he cleaned his own mess.
Yeah, she
Good for
looks-
you.
she
You're a
looks
good
so
boy.
worried.
Good job, Ziggy.
You're a good boy.
Way to eat your own puke.
Ziggy just threw up.
Oh, he's still going for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let him clean the stain. He needs to learn. Okay, but I still want to know more about writing the pilot. So like.
Yeah, so what had happened was there has to be some backstory to get to this because so inevitably
Greg, more LaCroix in there.
inevitably a long time later Scott ended up dying.
Allegedly.
I don't know. I don't know what else to do for that one.
And it was really hard.
Okay.
He
Obviously.
really did die?
Yeah, he really did die.
Wow.
Yeah, he died.
Is that the guy that I joked about dying earlier?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Different
cool.
No.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
damn, that was a joke.
Is that patchouli?
Champ. Nag champs.
No, it was the guy that I was talking about last night when you were like, my dad died of cancer. And I
Oh,
was like, oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, my first love died of cancer. Yeah. So he died 10 years ago, actually, this December. And when I was watching the Selena miniseries, it was on his death anniversary. So it was like this whole culmination of things where I was like, oh my God. And so I had been working for several years on different projects to try and like I worked on a solo album that fell apart. So I have like a few songs from that, actually, which Chase Long Beach is going to do one of them.
Cool.
Yeah. But there were just a bunch of projects that I had put together that were like supposed to be in memoriam or like to, help keep his legacy going that just kind of fell apart. And then when this came to me, I was like, this is it. Like, this is the thing. And I just like couldn't stop. Like, because sometimes you'll start something and you're like, oh, this isn't going anywhere, whatever. But this was something where I was like, no, this is it. I've never felt more compelled to do something.
Like
a
the
project.
spirit moved you to do it.
Yeah.
Great.
Like, legitimately. And
It doesn't get stronger inspiration,
no.
you know?
No, that's awesome.
And so the main character is based on him. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, so it's all full circle. But yeah, so it's a mockumentary sitcom about a ska band and all of the chaos that ensues being a ska band with way too many people.
Now, is it a bit Spinal Tap because...
I mean, it's definitely, I wouldn't say it's more like Spinal Tap. It's definitely more like The Office, Parks and Rec type mockumentary
Yeah.
sitcom.
Got it.
With like, I mean, they think they're, I guess that's Spinal Tap too, where they think it's like very serious, but it's not like, I don't know, there's going to be different things. So like the pilot is that they have this huge show where they're supposed to be playing for a record label executive, and then the venue that they're supposed to be playing at burns down. And so they have to scramble to find another venue. They end up playing at the local bowling alley.
Perfect.
It's just like shit like that.
We've been there.
Yeah.
Bands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bands.
Yeah.
And then, I've got like other episodes already in the work and that are like part of the pitch and stuff too, that where it's like, like their merch doesn't come through, like their merch guys' equipment
Yeah,
is stolen.
there's endless
you know.
plot lines
Yeah.
for a band.
Yeah. I mean, because
Endless.
we've
Yeah.
all lived those things.
Yeah,
like your van, you buy a brand new van and it breaks down the first weekend. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like there's
Transmission
yeah.
blown,
Yeah.
radiator gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually bought a rape van once. That was our first van. We bought it for $500, and the guy had blacked out the windows. The whole he had hand painted all of them, and there was a bed in the back, and we're like, we're just not gonna ask questions.
No.
We're not
Yeah,
gonna.
So you bought a
our
rape
first van was
Yeah.
a rape van.
Yeah,
We spray painted it white, put our logo on both sides.
yeah.
No
and then drove around
windows.
everywhere. There's
We've
no
all been
windows.
there.
Windows.
Yeah.
No windows, no
Just
back
the,
seats.
The white fucking.
Just- yeah.
We put a couch back there.
We did.
It was awesome.
It was.
So you made a rape fan, is what you're saying.
It wasn't a rape van. until
Hey,
you
that's
guys got it.
allegedly.
Sorry.
Allegedly.
Also,
Sorry.
you can't rape the willing.
Yeah. You can't rape the willing.
So it was just you two
So
well,
just
in the van,
fucking
fucking
each
each
other.
other.
fucking in
Yeah.
the van.
It was three of us. It was the true devil's three-way in a band. All dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, if those walls could cry.
Yeah.
Those walls could smell.
Okay, but sitcom. So do you want to like treatment an entire season?
I don't need to treatment an entire season because
Right.
it's like the
Pilot's
pitch.
the pitch.
Yeah. The pitch really kind of is all you need. Like, and having
Right.
a pitch, like I can have like a Bible, like a, to which I have enough material to put that together too.
Yeah.
Of the shit that I've had to edit out of the pitch because it was too much. But like I said, I have I think it's 5 different episodes that are like a sentence or two of and here's another episode, like a future episode.
premise.
And then
Yeah.
it's like there's a section too where it's like, this is what's gonna happen in the first season, this is what's gonna happen in the second season, this is what's gonna happen after that.
Yeah.
Got it.
And yeah, you just gotta find the right team.
As a musician with now footage experience, did you see Daisy Jones and the
Yeah, I
Six?
did.
You like it?
I definitely did. I
Oh.
really
1 out of
liked
10.
it.
What'd you think?
I fucking hated it.
I would say like a 7.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't like my favorite show ever, but I thought it was pretty well done. And obviously it
It's
came
not a
out.
comedy.
No,
Yeah,
it's definitely
yeah,
not a
it's not
comedy,
a
but
comedy,
it is actually a reference in my pitch.
Okay.
Where it's,
oh, there you go.
It's
Oh, that's right, you mentioned it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like The Office meets Daisy Jones
Yeah.
Perfect.
and the Six if they were a ska band and only half of them get laid.
That's already funny.
Yeah.
And that's series hit for Amazon.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
hit.
It
So
was
it's
huge.
That's a good part
It
of the
was
pitch.
super huge.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
mean, that was on a mockumentary, obviously, but now is the time
See,
where
that's
ska
why.
is coming
Okay,
back,
just
too.
to go off,
Uh-huh.
I already went off on this show about how
Oh.
I hate that show. But
Really?
yeah,
Yep.
I
I never
I
They're
didn't
like,
like
I
it.
don't.
Yeah.
Earplugs. Earmuffs.
Yeah. I didn't like it at all because they tried to mix mockumentary with flashbacks, and it's like pick a lane. If you're gonna be a mockumentary, just be a mockumentary.
Well, documentary technically, because
right,
it's not comedy.
right,
Yeah.
fair. Well, you know what I mean. Well,
Yeah,
it's
Your,
fake
your,
documentary.
your
Yeah.
issue is they
Um,
flash forward, which
yeah.
is the weirdest way
Right,
to
they
go.
flash forward to go back to when they should just start there. Just fucking start there. Don't bother with this bullshit
Yeah,
in the
I mean,
future.
I think the documentary parts were kind of unnecessary.
Right? So
I don't think it wasn't needed.
Yeah.
It wasn't needed.
So I just
but I
thought
didn't hate it. Like
Oliver's
that
a real
either.
stickler on form. So
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I'm a structure guy. I care about structure. Structure matters. I still think songs should have bridges, damn it.
Every song needs at least 3 bridges.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I'm out.
Every song is a bridge.
It's just the whole song
Everything's
is just
a bridge. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Next-
Paranoid Android.
An entire bridge.
All of those are bridges.
next LP is just bridges.
That's what we call it.
That's what you call it. Yeah. I was
Bridges,
just
just bridges.
and then you put a picture of Jeff
yeah, I was
Bridges.
Absolutely. Cover
cover.
Jeff Bridges.
Just bridges.
on the vinyl face though, I want Lloyd. Lloyd Bridges
Oh,
is gonna
Lloyd
get
guy,
I'm a-
okay.
I'm a Lloyd guy.
I like Lloyd.
Uh-huh.
And then-
Mandelbaum. Mandelbaum.
Hot Shots, Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah.
He says, "Sir, are you all right?" "Yes, I'm fine. Why? What have you heard?"
What have you heard?
all day, all day. Do you have a hierarchy on like comedic actors?
Ooh.
As an improver, like
No, for me, I'm more of a performance person.
Sure.
Like I don't have like favorite actors. I have favorite performances.
Okay.
And like sometimes it could even just be like a specific episode.
Sure.
Okay.
Like, oh, that episode was like one of the best things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because I like a lot of people. I think it's one of those things where like there's a lot of really good actors out there, and you always have to give everyone a chance because not every role is going to be the perfect role for every actor.
Knight's Tale is not Dark Knight.
Casting
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
casting
Wait a minute,
100%
dude.
matters.
Yeah,
Knight's Tale's really fucked.
Knight's Tale is not Dark Knight.
I just rewatched not the whole thing, but like half of it, and I was like, man, I forgot how much I love this movie.
I've never seen it.
So
Okay, clearly I need to
cheesy.
watch.
It's
Clearly I need to
really
watch.
cheesy.
I
It's
know.
fun.
He
He loves it.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it because
Yeah.
I was like, what, 12 or something?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Heath
and
Ledger
I also
was a
love Hugh Grant.
dreamboat. Oh, yeah.
I like Hugh Grant a lot.
10 Things I Hate About You, right? Like, isn't he the greatest
I love
in
that
that?
movie,
Right.
too. That's
That's a
such,
good
and
movie.
the music, the soundtrack of
Yeah.
that fucking movie is so good. Also, Julia Stiles is a reference. Kat from 10 Things I Hate About You. That's a reference
Yes.
to my pitch, too.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, because there's a character that type.
Resembles
Yes,
that. Yeah, the drummer.
What do you think about
yes.
Seinfeld?
My family celebrates Festivus every year. We have
Oh.
a Festivus poll.
Yeah,
Well,
We
baby.
actually have
He
a
hates
Festivus
Seinfeld.
poll.
We love
That's
Seinfeld.
one thumbs down on my end. What
Yeah,
about
he
Frasier?
fucking hates it.
Oh my god.
What about Frasier?
I never got into Frasier. I
It's the
thought it
same
was
thing.
it was too highbrow for me.
Yeah. I just can't stand Jerry Seinfeld.
I don't like Seinfeld because of Jerry Seinfeld. I actually don't like Jerry Seinfeld at all either.
Why do
It's
they call
everyone
it a parking
else.
lot if there's nowhere to park?
Yeah, I don't think Jerry
Get
Seinfeld
the
is funny.
fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah. It's everyone else.
The problem about Seinfeld is it's him.
But it's not though. Like it's
It's
so
not.
much everybody else.
Yeah, the rest
Alright.
of the characters are great.
Do me a favor and cut all the scenes
Wow.
with Jerry Seinfeld out and tell me how long it is.
Plenty. There's plenty.
I was like, depends on the
Dude,
episode.
It depends on the episode.
Yeah.
There's plenty.
Sure,
Yeah.
Megan fucking just marathons that shit, and I just am like, fuck this.
Let me hurt everyone real quick.
I
don't like
already made the reference.
I
man.
don't like The Office, so we're just splitting the room
oh,
over
God.
and
Okay, I'm
over
leaving
again.
now.
Everybody's fighting.
It's
Everybody's
Beatles,
fighting.
Stones, it's
Yeah, yeah.
Seinfeld, Office, because I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie?
That's a hard question.
Top
Like,
top. Three
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of five.
Name a few. Yeah, name
okay.
a few.
I'm waiting for the button on this one.
Okay.
American
wait.
History X.
Racist.
It has to be right.
Yeah.
That's a
It's a good
great
movie.
movie.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Fantastic
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
The reason that I like it though is because of the transition that he
Yeah,
has.
the whole point.
Dude, his
It's the
That's
point.
that's
yeah.
Ed Norton at his finest.
and
Yeah,
also
yeah.
Ed. Oh my God.
Ed Norton.
Things
Sploosh.
I would do.
Sploosh.
Okay, I gotta tell you, this is the most fucked up thing ever.
Okay.
The hottest role I've ever seen Ed Norton in was when he played the priest in oh God, what was the name of that?
He's a priest?
Oh, it's like a one word, isn't it? Like a
Doubt?
No. Oh
That's
my
Phil
God,
Spot.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
spotlight. It's not.
It
any
was
of
with
that.
Ben Stiller.
What?
Ben Stiller's a rabbi, and
What is
he's a
this movie?
priest, and they're best friends. And Jenna Elfman is the love interest, and she's like they all grew up together,
Yeah,
and
he's
then
gonna
they're
get it.
both in love with her.
That's
What is it?
right.
Keeping the Faith.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah.
Haven't seen it. Need to
Ed
see this.
Norton
2000.
as a priest. Oh my God. Dear Lord.
Save me now. Yeah.
Sticking with Raz?
No, I'll try the guava.
You got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Have you seen Ed Norton in Death to Smoochie?
No, I've
Love
never
Death.
seen
These
that.
Death to
dudes.
Smoochie.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
would
good.
love
It's
to
a
love
Danny
it.
DeVito project, and Robin
Oh.
Williams is the counterpart.
I was like, I know
Jon
that Robin
Stewart
Williams
and-
was in it, but I didn't even remember Edward Norton.
You
He's
know what?
great.
yeah.
He's
You know
great
what wasn't
in
a
it.
good one? Was it
Interesting.
25th Hour or something?
Ed
Yeah, I
Norton
didn't
is
see
just
that
an
one
national
either.
treasure.
I mean,
Yeah.
Fight Club.
Who doesn't like Ed
Fight
Norton?
Club
He's
was
so
I
good.
mean, Fight Club. Moonrise Kingdom. Come on. Yeah.
My bassist ruined Fight
Fucking
Club for
Birdman.
me.
What?
What?
He's the worst person in the world. Not my current
How'd he ruin
bassist.
it?
Gross. He just said, "I see dead people all the time."
We were different movie, but yeah. Close enough. We
Same
were
thing.
at my trumpet. We were at Tristan's house, and Tristan was like, "Oh, Fight Club's on," and I was like, "Oh, I've never seen it before," and he was like, "It just started. We have to watch it," and I was like, "Okay."
And he spoiled it?
We were probably about halfway through the movie. Well, he came in probably about like quarter of the way through the movie, and he was like, "Why are you guys watching this?" And Tristan was like, "Shut up, dude. Karen's never seen it." And he was like, "Ugh, whatever." And he walks out. He goes back into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And he comes back in like halfway through. And now I'm like super invested in
Right.
the movie.
And just
And he
blurts
walks
it.
in and he goes, "Yeah, I mean, like, can I say what
Yeah,
he says?
I mean,
everybody's
it's
seen
a
it,
fucking
right?
30-year-old
If
movie.
you haven't
yeah.
seen it now,
Yeah.
Please
that's-
watch
Spoiler
Fight
alert
Club.
for
Yeah.
Fight Club. Yeah.
but he
You all right?
goes, Kieran, it's the same fucking person. And then he
Yeah.
walks out because he wanted to watch something different. So he wanted to ruin the movie for me so he could
Dude,
watch what he wanted to watch.
I would have loved it if he like. So the movie starts and he's like got a bag of potato chips eating. He's like, "This isn't the same when you know that Edward Norton's the same."
It's just like 3 minutes
Casual.
into the movie,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, oh, great. You haven't even seen Brad Pitt yet, and he's already blown it.
This isn't the same.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All I know is that his name is Robert Paulson. His name is
was
Robert
Paulson.
Paulson.
Yeah. Team Meatloaf forever.
Rest in peace,
R.I.P.
Meatloaf. Twice, Rocky Horror and Fight
Yeah.
Club. He just gets killed in movies.
Yeah. He just
Robert
And
Paulson.
then he dies in real life.
And then he dies in
And
real
then he
life.
dies in real
It's
life.
his best performance.
First record you bought with your own money.
Ooh, that is. a
Oh,
fun
okay. I bought, I think it was 3 different records.
question. Mine is
that I
2 at the
bought.
same time. So go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was. It was either 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But it was Britney Spears' single of "Baby One More Time."
Oh, fuck
Sorry,
yeah.
Single.
Just the
I bought
single.
that- I
What was
bought
the
that record.
B-side?
I can't even remember.
Okay.
I don't even remember.
Still an
it's
album
on
track.
there. I still
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah.
Probably. Like
It
Lucky
was
or
something
It was somehow
slower.
toxic.
It was like
Yeah, yeah.
Probably
years
Lucky
before it's
or-
written,
it
yeah.
was like it was a much slower song. It was
Okay.
like a. It wasn't a ballad, but it was just like.
Was it
a,
Lucky? I mean,
no,
that was also
no,
a
no,
single.
no.
So
Lucky's
yeah.
on the
Yeah, no.
second
Lucky was
record.
No, that's
years
first record.
later.
Lucky's first
No, it
record?
wasn't.
It's not.
It's on
No,
Oops,
it's
I
the
Did It
second-
Again.
yeah, yeah,
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
This
It's
is
on the
blowing my
second-
No,
mind.
because I love Lucky. That's like
I
one of my
coulda
favorite Britney
Lucky's
Spears
on
songs.
Oops.
Yeah.
Really?
And
Yeah.
Hit Me is...
All right, you're
yeah.
blowing my mind.
So
I'm-
yeah, it had the single and then "Hit Me,
My
Baby"
Britney
was
is all
on the
wrong.
first album after
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
all the
Feel
fuck
okay?
wrong.
And then I also bought
for-
Alanis Morissette,
Oh, yeah.
"Jagged Little Pill."
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
That's
Her
one of my
best record.
first.
I just heard you ought to
That's
know on the
great.
radio today.
Me
It's so
too.
good. Really?
KLOS.
Probably. Hey, girl.
Yeah. Because I'm still trying to win that fucking contest.
What contest they have going on?
You have to guess a Barbie profession that they've just picked. And
So they just pick
nobody's
it- yeah.
nobody's guessed it. They got to the obviously the ultimate amount of money that they're willing to spend. Like
Right.
the station is like, we can't go any higher.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
$100,000.
So no, it's only $6,000 now. But now they've like added. Oh well, you can also get. I can't even remember
Concert
what. Oh,
tickets or
Iron
something.
Maiden tickets
Okay.
for next
They're
year.
just throwing shit
Yeah,
in.
because
Yeah.
they obviously hit the limit of what they
Yeah.
could spend on this contest
Great.
because nobody has guessed it yet. And
Papa
I have my
Roach.
answer that nobody has guessed yet.
Okay.
And
Don't
they
say it
won't-
here. Don't say
I'm
it
not
here.
going to,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
but they
edit this.
won't answer my fucking call.
It's a KLOS audience, so I'm going to say they haven't said doctor. I'm just being racist against
Yeah.
KLOS audience. That's right. That's all. Just calling them like they are.
They definitely have.
Yeah, they do.
All of the different.
Well, that's the thing.
doctors.
She's like keeping notes on like what they've said and what they haven't.
I honestly, I haven't actually kept like physical
okay.
notes. It's just.
You know.
just in
yeah,
here.
yeah.
And every time I hear one again, like today, somebody said marine biologist. I was like, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. They already did that one.
I don't even like KLOS. It was because I was listening to it working a job because the client had it on in the background, and then
Yeah.
it was like right when they started the contest, and now I'm fucking invested, and it's taking up my whole fucking life, and I'm not giving up until it's over.
Please keep calling.
Wait, what's
Keep
the
going.
3 records? So 3?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Jagged Little Pill.
Jagged Little Pill,
Brittany.
Britney. It might have just been those
God.
Okay.
two.
I mean, that's a
Jagged
good
is so good,
fucking
though.
start.
Jagged is so good.
Yeah.
It's a
They did
great
Broadway.
album.
Did you see that thing?
I did not see it, but I heard it was really good.
Yeah.
I heard it was.
I mean, the
really
music's
good.
going to be great because the
Yeah.
album's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But then,
well,
like-
they brought it here too. You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
brought
on
it to LA,
Pantages. Yeah.
yeah.
But, what's the story?
My best friend saw it and she loved it.
Okay.
She didn't tell me the story. I didn't ask her about that
Yeah.
because we're just like Alanis.
Yeah.
I saw Mean Girls the musical. Did not like it.
I've heard mixed about that.
And it's going to
one.
be a movie. It'd probably be a better movie.
It's gonna be the movie turned musical turned
movie
movie
again.
again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What a great trajectory.
The musical movie will be better than
Yeah.
the musical, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm so
Tina
sad
Fey's
about
in
it.
it. So I don't
Tina
know.
Fey is in it.
Yeah.
I don't
like-
care.
I don't care. Yeah, I'm with you.
Just being honest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see
I'm not
it.
gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna
no,
watch it.
I can't.
I'll watch Mean Girls again.
Original Mean Girls is
So good. Yeah, beautiful. Great movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. You just hate everything, don't you?
Yeah, it's
Nick's Rage.
yeah. Except for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Princess Bride.
Oh, Princess Bride. That's a great movie.
That's the perfect movie.
I grew up watching that one for sure. That was
Yeah.
something that was on all the time. And Goodfellas. My mom always has Goodfellas on in the background. Yeah. And I'm like, maybe not the best movie to watch as a child growing
She's like,
up,
Karen,
but
don't
you
dig
know.
in the backyard.
And she
Yeah,
goes, Karen,
Oh, that's
Karen,
right.
put it down.
It's Karen. Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I can't because it's my name and it's
It
my
is a
life.
popular name.
It's so great.
And Karen.
Aunt Karen.
Aunt Karen.
Dude, AK fucks.
AK fucks.
Who does she fuck?
Shout out AK.
Whoever she wants.
Whoever she fucking wants, dude.
Yeah,
AK fucks so
Yeah.
hard.
That's Megan's aunt. Shout out Aunt Karen.
Shout out Aunt Karen.
Shout out Aunt Karen.
I gotta
her
have
up.
drinks with that lady. I just know
Yeah.
that.
She lives.
But then she might end up fucking you, so you better be careful.
Hey, he'd be into it.
AK.
can't rape the willing.
Yeah, she lives on Lake Mission Viejo. Or whatever.
Yeah, like in a condo overlooking. Like,
Fans. I mean, you're set for life, man.
You see my boy?
Sugar Mama AK.
I just gotta have a drink or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's all it takes.
she's quit drinking.
Oh,
really?
Well, then fuck.
Well, my shot's over.
What
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, what are we doing here,
What am I
man?
gonna
Dude, she
do?
just
Yeah.
dropped some Xannies, dude.
Ooh.
I don't know. That's allegedly.
It is
Allegedly.
allegedly. How about the like pitch audition life? You were just talking about like putting together
you were just doing
a bunch of
an
looks and
audition.
like meeting like
Just now.
takes and sending
Oh,
them
that was
specific
just
shit.
an audition.
Oh yeah.
I'm an actor, too.
Yeah, but how does that?
I'm
I
an
mean,
actor, too.
I'm an actor.
We've talked to a few of them specifically on the cast, and like,
Yeah.
but just like the audition life is its own circuit, racket,
It
or
is.
jungle zoo, whatever you want to put it.
You know, and that's the thing. I mean, like theatrically this year, everything has been like super slow, obviously.
Yeah, because of the strikes.
Yeah, I've still
Unless
had.
you're a voiceover.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it's a different contract.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Not
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah. But I've had commercial auditions still for my commercial agent, and that was what happened today. And I can't disclose the client.
She
Oh,
is.
well,
Have you done any
yeah.
cool ones in
Yep.
the past?
Nope.
Any,
I saw your, what was it, Indeed or something? Indeed.com.
Oh, it was
ZipRecruiter.
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 It was-
Same company.
It was
Yeah,
ZipRecruiter with the tennis channel. They were like specific spots for the tennis
I've
channel.
seen that one.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
Sick.
Thanks. Yeah, that came out
Cool
a couple months
mailbox
ago.
money. That's what it's all about.
12 cents or whatever.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
actually, with commercial, if you're not, because I'm SAG eligible,
Okay.
so I'm still doing non-union commercials, which is actually kind of. It's better because there's more non-union commercials than there are union commercials, but union commercials pay obviously a lot more, and you do get residuals from some of them. Commercials aren't always ones that you'll get residuals from.
That's what that's how I know anything
Well,
about
sometimes it's
voiceover and stuff.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
buddy Dempsey.
He's a
Papillon.
voiceover guy.
Damn.
Yeah.
He does that
He's the
shit.
best.
He nailed like a Toyota commercial.
Oh,
Where like it's about
yeah.
the gate in the back, and it runs. It's still running.
Yeah.
So he's just like mailbox money, baby,
Yep.
and I'm like
Residuals
Get it,
versus
dude.
work for hire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend who did a Tide commercial probably about 4 years ago that's still running, and it was a union commercial, and
Dope.
he's still making tons of money off of it.
Sweet.
So,
That's the way.
yeah.
That's why the union exists.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a different world. It's kind of like a different beast with commercials.
What do you have to do to get into SAG? Because you're eligible. Eligible.
Oh well, now I just have to pay to join. I can join whenever because I'm
'cause you're
eligible.
yeah.
But the thing is
It's not
that,
even politics. It's just dues, right?
yeah, and but there's also like this really steep fee to join the first time, and then you have to pay your annual dues or semi-annual dues. And I think the rate now is like $3,300 plus the dues, which I
Yeah.
think the dues are
They
like
offer insurance. Jesus.
only if
Yeah,
you
oh, yeah,
make
you
a certain amount of money.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And if you're making
Yeah.
good money on off union, then
Yeah.
I know, but
Way,
yeah.
way,
Well, and
pros
that
and cons.
the idea, like the best case scenario for an actor who's SAG eligible is for you to join SAG when you book a spot that's going to pay for you to join SAG.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Smart.
So
Business.
that's basically what I'm holding out for. Like that's the best case scenario.
Yeah.
Unless of course the pilot takes off first because
Right.
obviously I wrote a part for myself in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And you probably have to be SAG to even sell it.
oh no, because
you
it's
can-
totally
You
different.
can just
No,
sell it.
Yeah.
to
Writers-
WGA and
Yeah,
SAG
yeah.
are two different
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also you don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
have to be a WGA member to sell something.
A pitch is a
Yeah.
pitch.
Yeah.
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 Anyone
Yeah,
can
if somebody
pitch.
wants to buy
anyone
it,
can pitch
yeah.
anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
They
You don't even
deny
have
you,
to
and
have a
then they
script.
They're like,
to
this
pitch
is
something.
this
You
is
don't.
a Ska knock you.
Yeah.
member."
You just need eight balls.
You just gotta get the person really fucked up, break into their home,
Drop
tell
the
them
script
you
off.
know where their children are.
And make them learn the
Daisy
trumpet.
Yeah.
Jones and the Six.
And then you've got Amazon wrapped around your finger.
Dude, I got this great idea.
It's a band, but it's not a band.
It's like hypothetically, like you know what a band is? It's not that. But yeah, no, the commercial. This is the thing is that I am one of those people who actually really likes doing self-tape auditions. I know a lot of people who hate it, and like that's basically the world that we live in now.
Yeah, tape. Yeah,
It's almost all self-tapes, like which I
Sure.
prefer, especially because now I'm back in Long Beach
I
rather
think
than
I
LA.
would too.
Dude, you gotta
feel
prefer
like,
because
yeah.
do you want to go sit in
You can do it
a
as-
room with
This-
a bunch of other fucks?
That's how I got
and
into
wait
college was a
and
tape audition.
It's
so,
it's
yeah.
not even that. This is the thing is like sometimes you'll drive for 2 hours for somebody to see you. You
And
come
say
in
no,
and you
yeah.
smile. They don't say no to your
Yeah, yeah.
face, but you come in and they go, "Okay, thank you."
Thank you.
Yeah,
And you were there for 30 seconds and you
Yeah.
had to drive an hour there and an hour back.
yeah.
And then you had to pay for parking that
Yeah.
you're not going to get you know what I mean? So like but the
Team
thing-
self tape.
a lot of times people want to meet people in person
I
and they
get
feel
it.
like
Yeah.
you know, and then there's also like the older crowd too who aren't used to the
But that
tech.
should be post self tape. Like I feel like
yeah,
Yeah.
there is a thing though about even showing up for a couple seconds and smiling and being told no thank you. If you like handle that professionally, then maybe the next time when you come in,
Oh, absolutely.
like there's a little
Yeah.
bit more person to person contact.
Sure.
Versus like some dude just going like next,
yeah.
next.
Yeah.
Like just like death scrolling.
And they
Yeah.
also aren't that mean. I do have to say,
Oh,
like
sure.
it's not like
They
this
know what
like
they're doing.
terrible
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like they're usually like, "Oh, it was so great. Like thanks for coming in."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's got to be
you
to
know.
them non-person. Like it's not. This isn't personal.
Yeah.
Like
no, it's never
I'm looking
personal.
for someone.
That's
like,
why
Sorry, like
it
Yeah.
shouldn't get personal
That's why it
until
should be
it has to be.
self-taped.
Yeah,
And it's,
that's
it's
why it
not
should be self-
even
yeah.
that easy either because like a casting director can be looking for one thing and they think that they found the right thing and then they pass that off and then the director is on board but then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
client's not or the
Yeah.
producers
Yeah, yeah,
aren't
yeah, yeah.
and then there's so many people weighing in on it like I
Yeah.
remember I did this commercial audition for this there's this one company, this casting company that brings me in quite a bit and they do a lot of actual in-person auditions. And I had gone in for an audition and then a callback for something like a couple months before. And then I went in for this audition, which I wasn't available. It was actually when the band was doing our 20th anniversary
Oh,
show,
yeah,
our
okay.
resurrection show. And I told my agent, I was like, I was booked out. And he was like, I know, but like, you got to call back. They want to see you. Like, just go. And I was like, all right,
This is a
fine.
Jesus show.
Well, and
Yeah.
it was also like, it was shooting in Mexico City.
Whoa.
And I was like, I cannot be there.
Yeah.
And he was like, I know, but you know, this is the thing is that it's like you're not necessarily auditioning for that one role.
Yeah.
You are
Yes.
creating a relationship
Right.
with these
Yeah.
people. And when they like
Networking.
you,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they like you, they bring you back.
Yeah.
And so I had actually gone into this this callback and I didn't even know who it was, you know, you never know who's going to be in the room when you get there. And it was the two guys who were both producers and they were so sweet. They were so sweet. And they both were like, we're just so happy to meet you. We just want to say that last spot that we had you come in, we loved you so much, but the client wanted to go in a different
Yeah,
direction. And we're just so happy. We know you're not available, but we're
Yeah.
just so happy that we get to meet you.
Oh, cool.
Like, and you know, like,
Yeah.
you just never know.
Yeah.
And even though I didn't get that role, obviously, because I
Yeah.
couldn't shoot it,
Yeah.
it was so nice meeting these guys, and
Yeah.
they were so lovely.
Yeah.
Like, people are much nicer than you think. Like, you
Of
see
course.
movies of,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
a
yeah.
casting office, and it's,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this nightmare, and everybody looks exactly like you, and that's
Yeah.
not always the case.
Yeah, it's just
either.
like it's just like Yelp reviews. You don't hear
Yeah.
all the good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only hear the bad ones.
And honestly, I've had way more good auditions and experiences than I have bad,
Sure.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there's a reason it still happens, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Like if it sucked that bad, people wouldn't do it. You know.
And a lot of people do quit, you know? It
Sure.
isn't for the faint
Fair
of
enough.
heart.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
there is a
God,
lot
no.
of rejection.
Of course.
But it's not people saying no to your face. It's, you know, you're not getting a call back
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
You just
but it's
don't
like,
hear back.
This
Yeah.
is the thing is that you have to train yourself, like, when you leave that audition, it's
To
done.
forget it, yeah.
Whatever is
You
going to
gotta forget
happen
it,
is going to
yeah.
happen. It's out of your hands. It's
Yeah.
over. You
Yeah.
did your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I gotta ask
Yeah.
because you have like this real strong wall of entertainment, like do it and see what happens. From live music to improv to auditions. Pick your poison,
Ooh.
Oh, God.
right?
Ooh, that's a
They're
good
all
question.
totally different,
They
like
are.
tries and fails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a bad song or a bad show is bad.
Yeah.
It can be very
But
bad.
then also like a bad, like the joke that you're like, oh, this is perfect and it's dead is
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
And then like this is I can't wait for this audition. Oh shit.
Yeah.
This was bad.
This is bad. You know, honestly, I don't know if I could pick because, like, I love doing all of them.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it.
Of course.
You know, and I feel like even when you do have a bad experience, it ends up good on some level. Like, I always try and look for, like, the positive out of it. And it's like, I remember playing shows, you'd be on tour, and there were, like, 3 people there, you know? But then
That's
Great
still
night.
happens
This is a
today.
great night.
Same show.
But
yeah.
you made those 3 people's night.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and like some of the best shows we ever played.
They all bought merch.
Yeah,
And
or
then
like
yeah.
they knew the songs and they were so stoked that you came to their town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it
You
was-
know,
yeah,
like-
one of the biggest things I think I told these guys that it's like it's very hard to overcome playing like there's 1,000 people in front of you when there's only 2.
Yeah.
Like, because it's hard to just be like, oh, this is discouraging, but it's also
That's
in
the
a
job.
sense,
Yeah.
That's the
like,
job. Yeah.
do you want to have fun on stage? Then have
Yeah.
fun on stage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It
Kill it.
shouldn't matter.
What?
It shouldn't matter. How many people are
What's
there.
the difference between phoning it in and having a bad show and phoning it in and having a good show?
Also,
Yeah.
like it's the
why
same
have,
thing.
Why have
Yeah,
a bad
yeah.
show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why have a bad show? Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know,
Yeah.
I mean, and like playing live music, obviously there's this dynamic that I think, well, it's kind of similar with improv too, where the crowd and the group feed off of each other.
Yeah.
Totally.
And if you're not bringing the right vibe, then the audience can't bring the right vibe.
Yeah.
And they might come in a weird place too, where it kind of brings you down. But as long as you try and bring it up, like you can kind of level it out. It's this like weird balancing act.
Sure.
I will say that there is something about having a great show, though.
Of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, when the crowd's amazing, you're like, fuck, it was such a good show.
I could do this. I'm
Absolutely.
invincible.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't pick. I mean, auditioning I think is like an entirely different beast because again, like you're mostly doing self tape where it's like me just talking to a camera
Yeah.
and then sending it off into the ether.
Yeah.
And-
Is this a thing? Hi. Is this
Yeah.
a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
How many takes? Like, you look at a take, you're like, I squinted weird there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I have to
yeah, I'm
redo
like,
it.
oh, my eye lines were off. You know, well, this was the other thing that took me so long with the audition I had today. So my best friend who lives next door, she usually comes over and helps me, but she was doing something, and so I had to teach my mom how to use Zoom to read for
That was
me
today?
via Zoom.
Yeah, need a
My
shot, need a shot.
73-year-old
Yeah, yeah,
mother,
yeah.
bless her fucking heart.
Aw.
She used Zoom for the first time, and she did great. You know,
Okay.
she hasn't even read for me in a while,
Okay.
but she did great.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a trooper. But it was a whole thing where I had to like send her a test Zoom, and then had to send her the real Zoom because that was like 2 hours later and
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
expired. You know, and it was a whole, and she was like, I can't see you. Can you see me? I can't.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? She's so cute.
You said 73?
73. She just turned 73 on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday,
yeah.
moms.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
She has lived a fucking life, that lady. She legit, one of my favorite stories ever. She had tickets to the original Woodstock. She got too high and missed her fucking ride.
Shout out!
Yes.
Yep.
That's the most Woodstock story ever.
Yup.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
lady has lived a life.
How's her physical condition? these
She's
days? Excellent.
Strongest woman in the world, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I love to hear that.
Yeah,
She's
dude.
great. She's still
that's
kicking,
great.
you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, but now she knows how to use Zoom. So now
She's
Now the
unstoppable.
possibilities are
yeah,
endless.
yeah.
you weaponized
Yeah, I know.
communication.
She's gonna call her 3 friends on Zoom, and they're gonna be like, "Why are you doing this?"
But she has the trial, so
Yeah.
it was like, a few hours per week or something.
Or
They don't have Zoom, so you know.
you could
Yeah,
also
she's just
open
sending
up.
Zoom links. So nobody. Yeah.
Yeah, open up a cool door for your mom though. Like if she wants to talk to any family member or something,
Yeah.
that's a cool. No?
She doesn't. But that's
That's
you
on
know,
her. That's on her.
she's learning.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
learning lots of things, and I mean, I have taught her how to copy and paste probably about 8 times.
Does she
But
does
I
she go to
still
a lot of
patient.
shows?
No.
Oh.
No. I did actually. It was funny because I wanted to surprise her for Christmas. I was thinking about getting her Rolling Stones tickets
Yeah.
because they're,
Like
you know, they're
500
playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw there were like some for like $137
Okay,
in the
okay,
nosebleeds.
okay,
okay,
You know,
okay.
you know,
Good for the Stones.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
parking space.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's the $80 party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to ask her because I wanted to surprise her, and then I
Yeah.
was like, no, I need to ask her because I
sure.
don't know if she even because
Has
she
it in
has
her,
like some
yeah.
mobility issues,
Sure,
you know.
sure.
And she kind of like lit up where she was like, I know I heard about that and I thought about it too, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea. And I was like, but what if I found like tickets
yeah.
that were like specifically where you don't have to go down the stairs? And
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
like, and she was like, I know, but like if you're gonna spend that amount of money, like why don't you just watch it on TV? She was like, but you're just watching it on the screen anyway.
No,
So
how
like,
dare
what's the
you.
difference?
Because
with
you won't
watching it?
sing out loud.
I
at
know.
home.
Dude, you won't feel the music.
But this
you
is the
don't-
thing though too.
Talking to live music artists.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
talking to-
no.
yeah,
I know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
You won't be able to pay $32 for vodka soda.
Yeah. But she's also seen the Stones in their heyday,
Of
like
course.
several times.
Yeah.
You know, so I
She's
also
at the Hells Angels house.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like she might be like, oh man, they're fucking old, and then it'll just remind her
It
that
just ruins it
she's
for her.
older. You know what I mean?
Mortality.
And it's just gonna bring up more. And she, because she was kind of like thinking like, oh, like how am I gonna get around this concert? And then she realized everybody else is gonna be. I was like, Mom, everybody else
Everyone's
is
gonna
gonna be the
old.
same age.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be old. Yeah.
And then she
Yeah.
was like, yeah, that's true. But then she was like, but then so are the Stones.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean,
I was born
Yeah.
in a crossfire
I
hurricane.
mean, he still is
I was gonna say,
impeccable.
I saw them like what 5 or 6 years ago, and he was like running around.
The
He is.
house.
He's crazy.
He runs
Yeah.
7
He's
miles
so
a
crazy.
day.
Down the rain.
Yeah. My brother's named after Keith Richards, which says a lot about my mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was about to ask siblings. Siblings?
I have one sibling. His
One
name
sibling.
is Keith.
Keith.
Obviously.
Older or
Yeah.
younger?
Younger.
How many years?
His birthday is tomorrow, actually.
Happy birthday,
Ah.
Keith. Show
And he's
Yeah.
1 years old.
Yeah.
Your mom.
He
is
is
a
1
cougar.
years old.
Yeah.
No, we're Irish twins, so we're a year and a half apart.
Nice.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Close? Yep. Fisticuffs.
yeah.
True Irish twins. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
True Irish
Yeah, yeah,
twins.
yeah.
First concert
Yeah.
you ever saw?
Blink 182, take off your pants and
Fuck.
jacket. But here's the kicker. It was supposed to be Sum 41 and Newfound Glory, who were playing the tour.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It was at the Long Beach Arena.
Excellent.
And the date of the concert was supposed to be September 12th, 2001.
Oh, no.
Fuck yeah.
no.
Fuck yeah.
And,
Celebrate good times.
yeah. Yep.
And terrorism won.
Yep.
For that
And so
day,
the
yeah.
concert actually got postponed until September 19th. But Sum 41 had to drop off the tour.
Oh.
And
Why?
They were back in
Because-
Canada.
Because Canada.
Because Canada.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
the
visas.
bassist had a family member who died
Oh.
in 9/11.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Shout out Cone.
Yeah.
Shout out Cone.
Yeah, so they had to drop off the tour, which I was really bummed because I was also really excited to see Sum
course.
41.
Fucking rule.
Worst part was,
They're good life.
oh, they are.
Yeah,
I had seen them again
Yeah, yeah,
afterwards. You know, I luckily did get to see them again. And Newfound Glory is still great live.
They're
By the
still
way, I
really
saw them
fucking
like
good.
3 fucking, I guess
Yeah.
probably 4 years
Nah.
ago. So it was
They're
before the
pop
pandemic.
punk.
No,
Yeah,
it was
they're pop-
great. I saw them
yeah.
in 2019 and they were still great.
They're so good.
I thought
I
it was
just
great.
can't get over his
He
voice.
hates.
Fair
Jordan's
enough.
voice.
He hates
Jordan's
everything.
Voice,
He
I
hates-
mean, it's
I
a very
don't
specific.
hate everything, but I do.
Everything but the sous vide and the Rolling Stones.
It is a specific.
Pretty
You
close.
have to have a certain taste. I get
Yeah,
it.
And
I get
Tito's.
it.
You love Tito's. You like
Yeah,
Tito's.
I
There
grew
you
up in the Warped Tour. Like
Yeah.
I was,
Same.
I've been going since like 2003 or something.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
first year I went was 2003.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So I went like 15 years in a row or something, but every
see, I
time
ain't
they were
going
on, I
there.
just was like, eh.
It just didn't
not-
do
just
it
not my
for you.
thing.
It's fine. You're wrong.
Same thing with Social
Yeah.
You're allowed to be
Distortion,
wrong.
Penny
You're allowed to be
West,
wrong.
That's all right.
Anti-Flag,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
all those bands.
It's all right. We all just hate you. It's cool.
Yeah.
I
You're allowed to be
mean,
wrong.
Likewise.
That's fine.
Yeah.
As you
Hate
all.
me
I
all
have a
you
button.
want.
I have a button. Wait until you get one.
Karen. Yeah.
But if you'd like, his email address is less-than-stout@hotmail or Gmail.
been
Do you-
since I was-
I was like, wait, I
Allegedly.
hope it's Hotmail.
right.
I
It
have
was.
So
I have
great.
Hotmail.
Yeah.
But I use
Everybody
I use
email
Gmail.
him now.
Yeah.
His Instagram handle is
Man,
less than
his
stout.
yeah, that
Fucking
is.
blow
is
me
it
up.
really? Oh, well, Less Than Jake is one of my all-time favorite ska bands.
He's my like base
So,
inspiration.
Yeah.
Aren't they
Oh,
incredible?
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
Yeah, they're
They're
standing.
fantastic. All of-
They've
all of
never
their
been
songs.
bad.
Dude, they are getting bad.
Yeah.
They're
No,
just
they're
getting
not.
old.
No. All right, so
They
I
still
was
come out with
bald.
good
They're still-
songs.
Roger cannot sing like he used to.
Well, no, but I mean,
Are they
okay.
tuning down yet? Are they tuning down?
Uh-uh.
No,
Oh,
He
okay.
just goes for the notes and they don't hit.
he doesn't. I mean,
Punk
Because
rock.
dude,
It's punk
he
rock.
sings very fucking high.
He's very
yeah.
high voice.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Voice.
live, it's not hitting as much. He can
Yeah.
fake it in the recordings.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
sure.
When's Dexter
I've
gonna
seen
slow
him like
down?
40 times.
I don't
They're
know,
probably
man.
tuning down by now. I think.
They
I think
have
they're-
to.
I think
they
Offspring's
have to.
tuning
There's
down.
there's no way
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he can keep singing.
Oh
I think
my
they're tuning
god, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I-
way up there all the
I heard
time.
a couple of Offspring songs today on KLOS, and I was like, like trying
Yeah.
to sing along. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Those
man.
vocals are still fucking
Yeah.
insane.
And he's like
Yeah.
screams.
So
Yeah.
fucking
He
insane.
belts that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It just comes out of him like, yeah. It just comes out of
Yeah.
him like that.
Yeah.
It's wild.
But I think they're tuning down now live.
They
I think
have
I've seen
to.
some
There-
videos
there's no
it's
way.
like, that's not the original key.
Yeah.
All right,
there's
well,
no way.
fucking.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't need to get sued.
I'm sure Offspring is listening to this.
Yeah, yeah.
right
Oh,
now.
they always listen.
Yeah.
Shout
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
shout out
Offspring,
Dexter,
yeah.
shout out
Yeah.
Noodles. They're
Yeah,
all
use
fans.
the code word, Chase Long Beach, 10% off the next album.
100% off our next album. Joke's on you. It's not going to be an album.
Yeah, so what's next for Chase Long Beach? What are you guys doing next?
So,
Recording, right?
Yeah,
Recording,
we're
yeah.
recording. We're writing new songs.
Cool.
So weird. We had our first original song come out earlier this year. For the first time in
Yes.
whatever, 14 years.
What was it called?
Back from the dead.
Mammoth. It's called Mammoth.
Back from
What is
the
that after?
dead.
The mountain?
So this is the thing about Chase Long Beach. Our titles mean nothing.
Yes.
They are usually long and endless, and they have nothing
Welcome
to do with
to
the
ska.
song. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to
Actually,
Johnny Quest thinks we're
we're
sellouts.
sellouts. It depends though. I mean, like
All my best
some
friends are
ska
Norwegians.
bands are like really on the nose, and then some are
Well,
not.
I mean, there is beer.
Yeah, well,
RBF.
Sell out.
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get into suburban legends, we can, but I'd rather not. You know, we can just shout outs.
They're good friends. They're
Shout
good
outs.
friends.
Yeah, shout outs.
They do what they do. They have their own thing.
It doesn't
you
get
know.
more
I mean, I just,
SoCal ska.
dude, I just saw a fucking video of them at there's like I think it's
Do it.
Disneyland, and there's three
Yeah,
people on
Disneyland, all right.
stage,
Yep.
and they're like dancing like the kid, like, yeah, go kids, and they're like doing this, and I'm like, that is him. Oh my god.
Oh
He's-
wait. Kids Imagination Nation.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, Vince, the lead singer, and then Aaron, the trumpet player, do
Dude.
that, and then with Aaron's wife.
They dance.
Yeah. Okay, so I saw Suburban Legends actually back in August. They're old friends. Actually, they were like the first big band that we ever played with.
Yeah.
You know, and
Seriously, it doesn't get more OC
yeah,
ska. Like
yeah,
they're
really good guys.
Dude,
I love
also,
those
he's
guys.
probably making bank. Good for him.
Clem, of course.
Or
I
he's
love
not.
Clem.
He's
yeah,
doing
yeah.
bad. And he's doing all
I
this
mean,
shit.
they're ska band. Actually, they do better than a lot of other ska bands because they have like the Disney contracts
Yeah.
where they make good money doing that.
I
But
feel like he's making money at Disney, not with Suburban Legends.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty much
that's
it.
what I meant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not the third-
But when I saw them back in August, I hadn't seen them in a while, probably since before COVID. And this is so fucking crazy. And this is how I got my Oktoberfest job, actually. It was at the Huntington Beach Beer Garden.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, I thought it was like a typo when they like sent out the event invite. And I was just like,
Be a god.
are you sure this is where the venue is? But anyway, 4 of them simultaneously did the fucking Worm together on stage. And these guys are like 43 years old. And I was like, what is happening? Like, they still got it. They still got it, man.
When you said that, I kind of picture like the human centipede. But it's
It did a little bit look like
like
this.
it's like
I have a
wave
video of it.
sign.
I'll show you. I'll show you the video of it.
worm, but it's a worm.
Yeah. Because I took one video of
Sounds
their
like
entire set, and it happened to be at that exact moment, and I was like so
perfect
lucky.
timing.
Yeah, I was so glad I caught it.
Fuck yeah. Can't wait to see it.
Of the new material, how many songs do you think for a like
Well,
a
they're
release?
recording. They're laying down tracks for 4 songs right now.
Great.
We have, I think, 2 or 3 more that are in the works that we can probably have done. But the thing is we're not sure how we're going to release it. Like, we're definitely not going to have a full album's worth. So it would either be an EP or it's been so long since we've released new music other than the one single that everything's totally changed.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yep,
when
the world changed.
Yeah, like
Us
when
putting out a record isn't. If
Isn't
you're
the-
looking
people
at it
don't
in
do
the
that
grand scheme,
anymore.
People don't do that.
no,
Yeah.
not like DIY bands don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
But
this
I mean,
game.
when you record it yourself
Might
and you
as well.
have,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, you have the ability, you know, which we're recording it ourselves, but we're using the studio that our trumpet player works out of. So we still like, we have to pay for, you
What
know,
studio is
Still
Space.
someone else's time. It's still.
yeah. I mean, it's his time. So we're not paying him,
But
and
you're
we get
battling a calendar and shit like that.
yeah. He gets like certain dates
Yep.
that he can
Yeah.
pick from, and then we get discounted rates. So it's
Got it.
not, you
What
know,
studio is it?
it's called Big Ego
Yeah,
in
use
Long
Chase
Beach.
Long Beach
Oh,
to get
yeah.
10% off.
No, Big Eagles pushed out.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
a great studio. It really, they've got a lot of really good stuff going on.
Where
I
is
really
it?
like the vibe. It's like more North Long Beach.
Okay.
It's
That's
like,
cool. I mean,
yeah,
what a blessing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, this is
yeah.
a blessing.
Good to have a hookup.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It always helps to have a hookup.
Yeah.
What's great
But
about someone else's studio, too, they probably have a lot of gear.
there is a lot of gear. We actually were able to use like a real Rhodes on the last track.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like that we obviously would not have had
Yeah.
the opportunity for.
Yeah.
That's our favorite part about going to other people's places.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Play with their toys.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
so much great equipment.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't even know. Like, we haven't even decided what we're gonna do. If we're gonna try and release like an EP, or if we're gonna
Go
do the
singles,
singles game. You know,
Yeah.
because
I-
that's like
I
that's
feel
what's
like
happening now.
It's been so long for you guys. I mean, I know nothing, and I've never been
Yeah.
successful at this. But it's just been so long. Like, use it as a marketing ploy to get everyone
Absolutely.
back.
Well, I mean, we made a music video for a song that we wrote a year ago, so that's
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But I mean, maybe just doing one single and then fucking releasing the rest as an EP, just like a
It's
taster,
yeah.
like to use all that time between the release of an EP and the single to promote
Yeah.
and get people back.
There's
in
so
it.
many options.
Isn't video like
More
the
than one
medium
way to
though?
skin a cat.
See, but this is the thing: is that like, I mean, again, it took us a year to make the music video for a song that's a cover, mind you, a Christmas cover that we did last year, and they were like, no, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it this day. We're gonna do it this day, and then half the band couldn't be there, and it's all just me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, then. So I don't know how many more music videos are on the horizon for us, unless they're all just me being forced to show up at a certain day and time.
Bands.
Bands.
Yeah. 7 people.
Yeah. Try scheduling 7 fucking people.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
last
I won't do
guy
it.
that we just had
I
on,
won't do
he's
it.
part of
War on Betty.
Warren Betty.
Yeah.
There's 2 people in that band,
One
They
of
write
them
the
does-
songs. That's the creative force. Everything else.
and then
and
the
only
rest-
one of them plays live.
Yeah, so all he
Yeah,
has to
it's
do
awesome.
is book.
He was
studio
at the show last
musicians
night. Big, tall, burly dude, bald dude, mustache.
with,
I don't know if you met him.
that.
Yeah.
With a little beanie.
Yeah.
Wait,
but-
was he the one who was standing like rocking
Yeah.
out the
Yes.
entire time? Yeah,
He
he
was.
was way into it.
he
We love him.
was.
Dude,
Shout out
I
Kenton.
appreciated his
He's-
energy for sure.
We
Shout
had him on
out
the
Kenton.
podcast, and then
Yeah.
he shows up on fucking Monday. I
2
was
weeks
like,
later, yeah.
dude.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah,
guy.
and then just
He's a real one.
real one, like
Yeah.
for sure, like
Yeah.
yeah, and
He was digging
good,
it, man.
good
Yeah.
fucking recordings too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Check out War on Betty. They're good.
Yeah, Warren
Yeah,
Betty's great.
I'll have to
Yeah.
check it out. I've
Cool
never heard of him
songs.
before.
Great production.
Yeah, but the model is really cool because it's literally just him and another dude, and the other dude just like does all the groundwork and the production and all that shit. But like if they play live, it's just Kenton.
Yeah, so
And-
he
and-
can
and
go
hired guns,
tour
yeah.
and just hire guns every
Yeah.
stop.
He said photo shoots are great.
Yeah, he also said booking his shows.
I'll
great.
be there. Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
But then it does get expensive when you're only, you have to hire all these guys to go on tour
Oh
with.
my God,
You
yeah.
know, I have a lot of friends who are in that position right now where they're like trying to tour and they're like, But yeah,
hiring
it's
guys.
costing us more than we're making on the tour to have hired guys because we can't get any of our own band members to be on this tour, you know?
Ska.
Yeah, it was like you guys
Yeah, yeah.
again do not have that issue,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, 7-8 member bands.
Fucking
It's,
band.
We still have it.
With
very
3 of
fortunate.
us. Yeah.
We're very fortunate to be in this position.
Yeah.
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 Because there's a lot of bands we know that are 3 people that never do anything.
Yeah.
That's true. But you guys have a lot of gumption.
I guess. So.
Yeah, there's one thing we do.
I want to be. I want to be successful. in a band.
Absolutely. See, but that's the thing. Like when I when I managed bands, the very first thing I would do is I would
When
make
I managed bands, 113 into it.
I know when you're telling this. Yeah.
You can't just
You
do
gotta
that.
come
You can't
back.
just
I'm just
drop
gonna
that at the end.
just a real like the very first thing I would do, like even before I would decide if I was going to manage somebody, is I would sit everybody down in a room together, and I would ask each person individually. And I said, don't worry about what the other person said before you.
You separate them.
I was gonna say you should separate them. Yeah.
No, it was always better for me to do it
Yeah,
with
yeah.
everybody there because then they're
But then they
all-
discover it to themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you ask them, what do you want from this band? What do you want from this band? And you go around and you ask each person, and then you find out very clearly
Who cares?
who cares and
Yeah.
who's on the same level. And a lot of times bands don't even want the same thing
Right.
from the project that they're all doing together, and
Yeah.
their eyes are all kind of opened
Yeah.
in that moment. And I think that you guys are very much on the same
We're
level.
lucky there's only 3 of us.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Absolutely. But you're on the same level of what
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want. It's just getting there.
The amount of
Yeah.
fucking conversations we've had about it, you know.
But that's good,
This is
though.
our
Yeah,
third drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be on the same page with each other
He's
because
our only drummer. He's our final
Oh, yeah.
drummer. It's
No,
the
it's
last
his final drummer.
I'm the
It's the
longest
only
lasting,
drummer. It's
right?
the only
Yeah.
drummer.
No, you're our drummer.
Yeah.
Me and Oliver are
Allegedly.
very far too.
Yeah, we're
team
too team rhythm to stop now.
There's no going back.
Yeah.
Saliva has been swapped.
Yeah, we
Blood
fucked too
has
many
been
times.
shared.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about fucking you yesterday.
Tears shed. Oh yeah, Nick and I.
I'm sorry,
privately-
where was I for this conversation?
Wait, yeah, what happened?
Hold
Oh, we
on.
can get back into it. We just said he's taller than both of us, so we could both crawl on him in different ways.
And I was like, yeah, I'd like to manhandle someone bigger than me.
And he has that passive thing, so you know
I
we
am
can do
pretty
like
bad.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can, we can kind of like do what we want.
Yeah, he'd be fine. He'd be fine with that.
I'd be like, I like it though.
Yeah.
So
Oh, this is new. This is exciting.
it's happening. I'm gonna let it happen.
Let's see where
You
this
know?
goes.
Yeah.
I want that. That's our next record. That's
My
new,
question
that's
is,
exciting.
can it be your next music video?
Oh.
Can I film it and it's your next music
It'll be on
video?
our
Paywall,
OnlyFans account.
Patreon.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
It's gonna be the most money y'all have ever made.
It really is.
You're gonna go out to another fancy ass dinner after this.
It's
Ooh.
very true.
We're playing San Diego and
yeah.
San Francisco
And
and
the San
Long
Fernando
Beach.
Valley.
All the gay bars.
Yep.
West Hollywood. Yep.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
a niche.
yeah.
It's better than we got right now.
I mean,
It is.
Hey, blue suspenders look pretty good yesterday.
Oh, they did.
all right,
I
all
like
right,
the
okay.
suspendies.
A color isn't enough.
see, and even like I remember when I first
That's
found out
racist
that you
as
guys
shit,
like
dude. Color isn't enough.
that you guys color coordinated and you have like your whole outfits. I was like, I had told him, I was like, that's what I did with like the main band that I had managed, where I made them. I went in there, I was like, y'all look like fucking schlubs, and I was like, y'all gonna dress up nice? Like I made them all like look. And they looked so fucking tight, like so uniform. And then the second I stopped managing them, back to schlubs. And I was just like, you're
Well,
all like,
you're
no,
fucked. Yeah.
you're like no name, like nobody recognizes you.
Yeah. We're just 3 dudes.
You know?
We're cool 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Cool
one
there
thing
is.
is like we all have different styles. So if we just do our own styles, we're just 3
It
people.
gets
just
messy.
yeah.
It gets so messy.
Yeah.
Luckily, I would say that we're not Incubus. So like the sound,
That's the thing. If you're gonna all have your own style, you need more people.
the sound,
It doesn't always work.
the sound lends itself to a uniformed look.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incubus, if they went uniform, that's a weird thing happening.
Yeah,
That's true.
But the hives,
The
Oh my
hives,
God. Chef's
right,
kiss.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Love
So
the hives, yeah.
our sound is
We just wanna be the
closer.
hives.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just right.
Doesn't everybody?
Doesn't
I just want to be the hives. Go band.
can we just tour with the hives?
Can we just
Yeah.
be the
Okay,
hives?
act that you've seen the most live. Like on purpose. You know,
Like you buy tickets
Yeah.
for. Yeah.
Like you saw Suburban Legends like 1,000 times or Rubik.
Yeah, but
or
a lot
yeah.
of those
I want
times
you
we
to
were
say, like,
playing with
Ariana
them.
Grande.
Right.
God,
Yeah.
no.
Most tickets bought.
I mean, I'm sure it's probably between Less Than Jake and our Expandeds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
I would
Have you
say
discussed
so.
our Expandeds?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh,
Okay.
we're
Yeah,
going
yeah,
in
yeah.
March. We're
Yeah.
going.
Yes.
We both know that we like our Expandeds.
Yeah.
Where are they playing?
At the observatory.
Observatory.
We both.
Fuck.
I don't know if he
Yes.
told you. We both tried to get our bands onto the show.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky I told you, by the way, because I told her. Look at this. Because I told them first. I was like, by the way, they just announced these. There's no opener booked, so I just sent some emails out.
By the way,
And then I
neither of
told
us
you.
booked the show.
Oh, yeah, neither
so
of us
like,
are on it, so yeah.
thanks,
Well, special
Oliver.
announcement. Film Speed's playing with our Expanded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get the
Use the
email
code word
tonight.
Chase
Yeah.
Long Beach for 10% off your tickets.
We get the email tomorrow.
No, it was funny. I told him, I was like, well, you guys have a better chance of getting on it anyway because they don't want ska bands on their shows. Like, for the most part, they try and distance themselves from
Yeah.
ska
It's
bands
a-
now.
I
It's
mean,
kind of a smart thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they used to.
They are a bit more
and-
experimental.
And like
way
this is the
more
thing
than
is that we've played with our Expandeds once, so it's like like I'd rather. I even told him I was like I'd rather you guys would get it anyway, but neither of us got it, so it doesn't even matter.
Yet.
Battle for our Expanded.
But it was this really coy thing too, where he was like, well, we emailed our manager,
Yeah,
and,
Chris
and then I
Dodson,
found
yeah.
and then I
Chris
found out
Dodson.
about that whole thing.
Yeah, she
and I
didn't
laughed.
know about Chris
Whoa.
I had
Dodson.
no
Whoa.
idea.
Chris Dodson's legend.
He's the best person ever.
Chris Dodson is the best booking agent who's ever
I
lived.
did not know
For
this
us.
was a thing, by the way, which I don't know if I'm gonna
Oh my God.
blow up your spot. So I
Just
don't know if I
talk
want to say
about
more.
Dodson.
Just talk
Yeah.
about Chris Dodson. He's the best booking agent who ever
He's
lived.
the best booking agent
Yes.
that ever lived.
Yeah.
And before
Is he representing you guys now?
he does also
Best friends.
It's just a login. I can give you the
Yeah.
password.
he does also work for U-Haul.
He really does. Yeah.
He's the reason why we have that.
Yeah.
He is a real person.
I know.
He is a real person.
I know, but I didn't even realize that was a thing that
Yeah.
bands
We're not
did.
the only
And
ones
he,
who-
Oh
and
my
that's what he
God.
said. He was like, "We're not the only ones who do this," and I was just like,
We're
I-
just kidding. We've booked everything we've ever done, like 60 date tours,
Yeah.
like multiple times
Yeah.
by just using
Chris Dodson.
a different person.
By hiring
Chris Dodson.
For
Well,
$50
but the
million.
he was like, "What do you mean you guys didn't do this?" And I was like, "No, we just booked the shit ourselves and got good enough until somebody
Lucky.
else did it."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Lucky," and I was like, "That's not lucky. Like we worked really hard."
I know.
It's like,
Well, I mean, yes.
But
yeah.
also,
there's no
it's,
shame in it. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
had never heard of it.
yeah.
Send 2 emails and tell me which one comes back.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's the one thing that we've
That's
There you
done.
all.
go.
That's all.
Let's go.
We've literally sent out things from
That's all.
Film Speed and then from Chris Dodson
Yeah.
and only gotten
Send
one
2.
response.
Well,
and it's
then there you
always
go.
Send the
from-
same exact thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe that it could work.
It
I
sucks.
totally understand.
Shitty booking agents rather book
sucks.
bands
Yeah.
No,
that
I
have
100
an
yeah.
agent versus
So everyone,
Or-
I'll
yeah.
give you the login.
I 100%
Above and beyond
understand
booking.
how
That's
it
right.
would work
Yeah.
better.
Yep.
But at the same time, he was like, "Well, Chris Johnson,
Yeah. He's gonna
reached
get us
out.
this show.
He's
He's
gonna get
gonna
us
do
the
it."
show." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna email our Live Nation contact." And he was like, "Oh, what's that? Who's that?"
Yeah, who's your Live
And I
Nation
was like,
contact?
"Oh, well, I'll let you know when I hear
Yeah.
back from
Ours
her."
is Chris Dodson.
Yeah.
That's our Live Nation
Chris
content.
Dodson lurks for Live Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had to
But it
spill
didn't
all
pan
the
out.
beans
Yeah.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
No,
That's
no,
fine.
no.
That's
It didn't
fine.
pan out for anybody, so we're just gonna go to the
Yeah.
RX Expanded.
Yeah,
I
so we're
hope
just
you
gonna go.
guys are gonna go.
You
What
should.
days?
The March,
March
March
something.
something.
I'm
March
I'm probably in Detroit.
Dude, I'm on the
March
road.
and
Yeah,
December.
you're on the
I'm
road.
on
Yeah.
Okay.
On the road for what?
Dude, I can't
Yeah,
talk, I can't
that's
talk about it.
he can't. He's on the road.
It's a great. We met this band who we were label mates with, and we were like, "Let's do shows." And they're like, "We're always on tour." And that was it.
So that's
the whole
just
thing.
that's
yeah,
that
that
was
was
that's just our
Alright.
built-in
And now I'm
excuse
gonna
for
go.
everything.
I'm gonna go play with.
I'm gonna be on the road.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
okay.
on the road.
Yeah, I'm on the
Sorry.
road.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I'm on
No,
tour.
no, no, I'm
I had
a
to
very
practice
important
it
person.
They
somewhere.
really don't tour, which is the best
Yeah.
part. They just
yeah.
wanted to get through the conversation.
They're important.
I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
on the road.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
suck balls.
Yeah, they're not a good band.
Whoa, hey.
I didn't say their name.
We didn't.
We
name
didn't
drop
say their name
anybody.
once.
I'm sure
Yeah.
their parents love them.
Foul. Well, that's sorry.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fact.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, their parents love them. We can't speak to that.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
that is their
That's true. One could only assume.
Okay. What song do you want to play at the end of the episode?
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Could be
That's the
yours, could
thing.
be not.
Could be any
Yeah.
song.
We don't make any money off it, but it's probably smart.
It's
to put
probably
your,
best
I
to
mean,
put,
yeah, I would assume to put a Chase Long Beach
Yeah,
song
probably
on
Yeah.
it.
Mammoth. 'Cause that was
I
what
would say Mammoth, but the only thing is it's not a ska song.
Who cares? Who
I
cares?
know.
It's the newest
But
one.
it's our most. It's our most. I would put Mammoth because it's
Okay.
our most
Wait,
recent release.
Then let's kick it right
Don't
now.
let them
Yeah.
peer pressure you into it. What do you
No,
want?
no, no. I mean, that was
Okay.
probably what I was gonna go with anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
It's happening
Yeah.
right now.
Hey!
Consistently
2 hours.
Wow, 2 hours. Oh, yeah.
Damn. All right. It
Wasn't
went.
as good